business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitacantina.com.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications, known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited about launching our Circus Sports app in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Get the best at 100 West. 100 West Dental. No insurance? No problem. 100 West Dental has a plan when you don't, for ease and affordability. Feeling nervous? Not anymore. 100 West Dental provides complete comfort during quality care. Over 350 5-star reviews agree. When you want to get your smile into winning shape, get the best at 100 West. 100 West Dental. Consult virtually with Dr. Pryor or book online at 100westdental.com.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Collier & Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Collier & Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Collier & Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. CollierandThompson.com.
This is the one.
Honey, I think you're right. This house has everything we've ever dreamed of. A huge master bedroom, an open kitchen, and a backyard with a fire pit and built-in grill.
I can't believe it. Finally, our dream home. It's absolutely perfect for us.
We owe our realtor big time.
No, you don't. We're just doing our job. At the Jeff Lotman Group, helping you find your dream home is our top priority. Bringing people and properties together. Call us at 314-406-8911 or visit us online at jefflotman.com.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
If you're seriously hurt in an accident, you'll want all the money you deserve. That's called justice. But there wouldn't be lawyers if justice was easy. No, justice is not easy. It's fought for and it's won. At Brown & Crouppen, we fight for justice every day. If you want some, call 222-2222. Because at Brown & Crouppen, justice is our business.
This is Eric Conley, the founder of Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, our substance abuse treatment goes beyond mere recovery. It's about reclaiming lives filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Our dedicated facility is more than just a place of healing. It's a beacon of hope for individuals seeking to reintegrate into society and thrive in their work, family, and community roles. Our team is ready to help. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here right now with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. I made the switch to start working with you, James. It couldn't have been easier to make that switch to start saving money.
Well, I appreciate that, Tim, and we appreciate your business. Yeah, this is the time to save money. My goodness, we're all feeling it at the grocery store, at the gas pump, etc. So if you've noticed that your insurance rate has gone up, I want to stress how easy it is to get a proposal from us by going online at carltoninsurance.net.
Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency online at carltoninsurance.net.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster, so in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name?
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. The Tim McKernan Show podcast, featuring long-form interviews with people from the world of sports, politics, and entertainment.
And our guest today, Bill McClellan. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, my pleasure, Tim.
What's up, Caden?
Hi, how are you?
Joe Buck, our guest today.
Man, it's like I haven't seen you in years.
More than 500 episodes and counting, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts, including the TMA STL app. Get the app now at TMASTL.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Welcome, friends, to the August 15th, 2024 broadcast. Doug, this is the one you wanted. It's the one you got.
Well, this is the one that's upon us now, so it's the most important show we've ever done.
I agree with you on that. This one's jam-packed, too. Jackson?
What do you got?
Doug, just look at the guest list.
All right. What's the list?
TBD.
Oh, we got nothing.
Still working on it.
Well, hold on a second. Boy, I just opened up the text inbox. That's brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Callier and Thompson sponsor the phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Text in to the Schaefer Door Company. Text inbox 314-881-TMA5 and email in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. I mean, they're loaded.
Are they raging?
No. See, somebody sent in a text at 6:25. That's how you try to get in quickly. He is here forever now. I don't know what that means. It's the total package. He is here forever now.
Who could that be? Ollie, after a nice series in Cincinnati?
Great series.
He could be manager for life now?
I agree. Yeah, it's time for another extension.
I assume that's what it is.
Let's see. The unknown DJ. Good morning, gentlemen. Remember, today is a great day to have a great day. And to bang Doug.
Oh, gosh.
So that was like a take on
Didn't need that.
Jake Reynolds' messages of positivity at the TMA STL YouTube channel.
Yeah, this guy's trying to sneak his way into the Listener of the Month.
Tervis Parrish. Today's the day, folks. I bet HGK has all his different 3XL Perry Ellis outfits laid out on the Vera Wang Probably So Nervous. That's from Tervis Parrish. HGK.
HGK. Who is that?
Somebody that wears XXX.
TikTok.
HGK.
Jackson, you got any bets at the pot? HGK. Shawn Michaels was the Heartbreak Kid. HBK.
Harold Gordon Copperman? Who is...
Why are you so cryptic?
HGK. Today's the day. Outfit laid out on the Vera... Well, Iggy's got the Vera Wang comforter. But today's not the concert day.
Well, yeah, it is, but
Oh, I thought it was tomorrow.
No, it's tonight.
Initials aren't HBK, and I don't wear triple XLs.
Oh, he said horny guy Ken.
Horny guy Ken.
Well, then say that.
All right.
We don't know who HGK is.
No, we don't.
Where have you ever seen me with a triple X on?
Got my shipping notification for my hat. Delivery scheduled for Saturday. Excited to be sexy again. It's from the 573. Yeah, I got emails yesterday that the hats are getting shipped out today.
The Pirates.
Or no,
have
they were
released-
shipped out yesterday, as a matter of fact.
The Pirates have released the booty.
The Pirates have released the... let's see what we got. I'm curious if KG is part of the show. Why isn't he in the opening? Well, he's not. I mean, he's an employee of Sound Story who works on the show as an independent contractor. That's the best way to describe it. So he is a full-time employee of Sound Story, and by becoming an employee of Sound Story, handling the production of Sound Story, that freed up his mornings that he didn't have to go into his previous job to come in here and do the job that Jackson used to do when he was in there before the Plowhawk left. There's that.
Oh.
Doug, do you follow that?
I followed it, yeah.
Okay. Let's see what else we got. Hey, Doug, sometimes my hemorrhoids flare up and I take a number 2. I make a Japanese flag out of the toilet paper.
Oh.
And it's pretty cool. That's
Just
from the
a
X
red
and Espresso.
dot.
Well, I mean, these just come in right as the show opens. People have their thoughts. Good morning, boys. Let's get after it today. Birds blow. That's from Mr. Smith, Doug, and he is swinging like the dickens.
I bet he is swinging.
Iggy nailed the forecast yesterday. That's from the Loomster. Iggy, I mean, rain throughout the St. Louis area. Huge win for you. The iPhone app was wrong as the day is long.
I mean, is anybody surprised?
Doug?
Well, where do you get this information?
I've told you 1,000 times. Just check the Doppler before I leave.
Yep, there you go.
I mean, if you want a weather forecast, text me. Don't look at your Apple app.
Okay, what's it going to look like today? Because, I mean, I walked in here
it's
3 hours ago.
Yeah, it's bad today.
And it's pouring down rain, but according to this, it just says it's cloudy.
No, it's going to...
Rain all day?
Yeah, I'm just afraid of the lightning during the concert.
Doug.
That's the only thing that'll stop it. And rain, too, because I'm not covered, so...
Yeah, Tim got the covered seats, but
That's
you
right.
got set back for
That's
it.
Yeah, somebody... These people, I know they're just kidding, but I guess I didn't know where the comment came from. I don't know how to do Twitter sometimes when I'll see yeah, he's got tickets, but Tim's are better, and he pouted and bitched all day. And I said, well, what's that in refer? I don't know how to get to...
Like somebody tweeted that to you?
No, but it was a response to somebody. I don't know where to get to the response. Then somebody else...
You want to look it up? Good chance we have these accounts blocked.
No, I don't...
It's going to be tough to see.
There's a way of doing it. I just don't know how to do it. He responded to somebody, because Learn was on the thing, too.
Learn hits at 7:13.
Yeah, that was an early one today.
There's a response to somebody, to Learn, and to me.
That's a cock!
So I don't know where the...
The last tweet I see is, I'm sorry, but breakdancing is not a sport. Is Jackson, is that engagement farming? I think it kind of is.
Yeah.
I'm starting to recognize what engagement farming
No, it's not a tweet. It had to be something Learn tweeted, because she was in this response to the tweet.
Is Learn going to Green Day?
I don't know.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. What is happening right now? That's from Brian Hench.
I'm not sure.
No, I just responded. I said, you need to get your ears checked. And then he said, just kidding. That's usually the response when you have a response back to that. Just kidding. But he probably was. I don't know. But it had to be something Learn posted about Green Day. I don't know, because he said...
What was he kidding about? I forgot the original premise
Somebody
of the
said...
story.
I don't know what I'm listening to.
Some guy responded to Learn, get Iggy some tickets. And then this guy responded, he already has tickets, but Tim has better seats, so he bitched and pouted all show.
It's not even the guy. It's just it's a burner.
No, it's 314.
Yeah, but
This is a text or this is a tweet? I'm scrolling through all of Learn's stuff and I don't see anything.
It's a tweet. If you go to Iggy's replies, it's in there.
Who's the burner?
It's some guy who responds to like every TMA tweet. I see. This is not the first time I've seen him.
Well, he must listen to the show, because he said he bitched all show. So it's the guy that listens to the show. Burners don't listen to shows, do they?
That's like our base.
Yeah.
I thought you...
Doug, you call that P1 season.
I do, yeah.
I thought a burner was a bot.
Bot and burner are different. Burner is usually controlled by a human. Bots are controlled by an
So
algorithm.
just a fake Twitter account with no name.
Right. Okay. Someone who deserves 0% of your attention.
All right. Well, I would just...
Do what you want.
I just said you need to get your ears cleaned. because I didn't.
Nice.
I wasn't bitching all day.
So you did talk to the bot. Burner?
Well, it wasn't a bot.
It was a burner.
Burner bot.
Burner bot. I bet that's a good.
So you feel like you got even with it.
Here we go. I finally have discovered this. Get Aggie some tickets. I don't know. I don't see it. I guess I probably have it on mute. I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
As Jackson calls my Twitter account, it's a gift depot, Doug.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's mostly just GIFs. Tim just mostly
gifs, not gifs.
Yeah, like I don't know if Tim has tweeted out text in
Like
years.
a take.
Yeah.
Is a GIF different than a meme?
Yeah.
Yes.
GIF is like a
It's essentially the attractive LSU wife
But is
dancing with the secondary.
A meme is just, what, a picture of something?
usually, yeah, it's usually just a still image, whereas a GIF has some movement to it, but it's under 3 seconds. There's no audio.
I need to go back and look at Monique Medina's.
Yeah, didn't Barrett tell us to get better with gifts?
Yeah, that's why I'm a gift depot.
Yeah.
And look at what it's done for me.
Yeah.
Exposure.
Good morning and welcome to the segment of the show where Iggy explains his previous 24 hours, which features interactions with burners and bots on the internet. That's from the Chicago Ginger.
Okay. Redheaded fellow.
That was pretty much it for the day.
That was it. And then you turned in for the day?
That was a full day's work. For sure.
I'm finishing up True Blood. Had a nice conversation with the guy on Facebook.
I don't mind.
Well, he posted something about Nelly being a hack and not talented, and he couldn't sing the national anthem. Name 5 songs that don't start with country in the title. So I gave him a bunch of songs, and I said, I don't think he even has a song with country in it. Then he just started ripping me. Said he was a relative of Sister Catherine Patricia, and he's glad she kicked my ass in grade school, and he's never been more proud of a relative. You're a loser. I mean, my God, I just answered a question.
Boy, you had it coming.
So I left him alone, but he just wouldn't stop. He's just...
I'm old and technologically challenged, but Jesus, Ken, you are on there all the time and you still have no clue. That's from Chairman Steve. He's in Wildwood.
Well, I'm barely on Twitter.
Facebook's more your place.
I'm hardly ever on Twitter, so I don't know how it works, how somebody responds to somebody else. I don't know how to go back and see what they said.
Hey, Twitter users, don't embarrass me in front of my coworker, Learn or Else. She's taking me to the Izod headquarters today as part of some community service she's doing to get me a prom dress for tonight, and I cannot risk that. Doug, that's from glove blogger Tom Traven. He had a great article yesterday about the latest in gloves for the fall.
Yeah, medical grade gloves, usually.
Nothing wrong with Izod.
Ken spends too much time on social media. It's from Brian Henshin.
Oh, my God, I don't, really. You spend more time on this text than I've spent on Facebook all year.
Tim's Twitter's a gift depot. Ken's Facebook is bot exclusive. That's Alan. He's in Dadeville. Really likes the Georgia Bulldogs.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a bot problem.
Worth him. That's from Tervis Parish.
Worth him.
Let me ask the plowmaster this.
You think a lot of people in the senior retirement homes are on social media?
No. Well,
I can see
bet there's some-
Facebook. I can see a lot of Facebook.
I bet they are.
Yeah, checking in.
So, yeah, it's a way for them to keep in touch with kids and grandkids.
Sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Loomster says storms are scattered today. May rain, probably won't. Here you go.
Well, it's raining now, so...
It's raining here right now.
Boy, howdy is it ever.
Yeah.
For Ken, I know how much he enjoys the back-to-school pics, such as this one, where everyone thinks it's cute, but deep down, I know my poor son was forced to wear a tablecloth for show. Also, did the Hubbard Brass get Ken the concert tickets for the concert he invited an OnlyFans model to, even though he did not actually have tickets yet? That's from Carlos Spice, who someday he might go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he should.
Missed the show yesterday, I guess.
So to fill people in, yes, you got the tickets.
Yeah, I did from Hubbard.
Yeah. Just not as good as Tim's tickets.
I don't know where he got his tickets.
Well, wherever he got them, it was better.
They are better seats.
And the OnlyFans model is going with you,
Megan Gaither, Doug.
but you're not going to pick her up.
Called by Buck Swope the Larry Doby of OnlyFans stars in the teaching community.
Yeah.
She's just meeting me at the casino.
Okay.
Doug, it's not raining at Fox Run. That's from the Crystal City Clamhammer.
Yeah, it's not raining everywhere. Scattered showers.
Well, you better get your round in because it's coming.
You guys had a very important conversation yesterday about a Spandau Ballet and the song True. Nelly used that melody for a song called Ende Say. Caller Ellen sharing useless knowledge. Doug, that's Caller Ellen.
Okay.
Talking Nelly with Iggy.
Now, how do they do that if they share the same melody? They have to pay for the right to do that?
That's right.
Yeah. A lot of times, especially in hip hop, you sample a lot of old records, a lot of jazz records get sampled.
By sample, you mean copy?
That's not necessarily take some of the music and then repurpose it, kind of change it up a little bit, but use it as an ode, and you pay for it. And I always like that. I find it cool.
You like
I find it cool, like when you do like a history of music. I think it's cool.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems like you'd have to pay a lot for that.
Yeah, you pay a good amount. But it's just like having someone else on the song with you, you know. You're sharing certain things.
Nice troll job by Jackson throwing in the Julia Ann seggy yesterday afternoon after her mention in the lack of Julia Ann all day segment for the last 50 days in the third hour. It made me giggle when it came on. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack, but not his wife.
Yeah, I definitely played it just because it hadn't played for 50 days, and I thought I played it like super late at night as to be like...
Try to hide it a little bit?
Like, you know, you have a finite amount of segments, and... just trying to find out where I put it.
Okay.
But I don't know. Sorry.
I will Venmo $75 right now to lock Iggy out during the first break. That's from Curtis Sanford's Greasy Five Hole. Well, Doug, that's an offer.
It's a lot of money. Think you can get back on time, Iggy?
Oh, he said this segment. It means now. Leave and we'll lock the door
First
down.
break.
He said during the first break.
We haven't had our break yet.
I mean, do what you want. I really don't care.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
I mean, this is going on 3 years now. You're just now realizing.
Are you tired of it?
It's just getting boring.
Is it? Well, it's just interesting for people to look for coming out of the break. Is he there? Is he not there? And when you're not there, they miss you.
I don't believe that's the case.
No. Well, I think this time after the first break, I think you can get back here on time. I think you'll do it.
Yeah, you'll send a message to whatever that gentleman's name was.
I'll do what I always do.
Iggy, are you trimming your shrubs just in case for tonight? That's from Back Fat.
He's always trimmed, aren't you?
Already trimmed, yeah.
No, like smooth like a porpoise?
Yeah, I don't know why anybody want hair down there. Even on your underarms.
Producer Joe has a landing strip.
Yeah.
Carved it.
You watch these... Watching the Olympics, and you see these divers, and they get their hands up to dive, and like pits like the African outback.
You shave your pits?
Yeah. Why do you want hair under there?
Wow.
Just stick. All it takes is one razor. Done.
I feel like I'd shave pretty good with that little hair in there.
That burns the first time once you shave it all off, but just you put the right guard on, it's fine.
What's the purpose of the hair there? What's the evolutionary purpose of hair under your
Jackson, you studied evolution and then wound up working at a movie theater in Columbia.
Right. Yeah, I dropped my anthropology aspirations, but I can answer that for you at 10:01.
Yeah, okay. That's a balloon party topic.
All right.
I mean, you you grow hair, you can get it on your face, your arms, your legs, but you have any on your knees? Don't get hair on your knees.
I have hair. I mean,
don't get hair on your elbows. There's certain parts that don't get hair.
Right where the body bends, you tend not to get hair.
I like cookies.
Guys, just want to make sure I heard it. Did he say the African Outback? That's from Minute Bowl Eligible.
Yeah, he did.
You decided not to.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. It's Australian.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's an Outback somewhere.
Right.
It's called the Outback. It's not like a name for a biome.
Just a forest. How about that?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's no reason to have hair there.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to the pool, I see some guys at the pool, and there's, oh my, it's like coming out the sides.
Well, there's not much reason to have hair anywhere except maybe on the top of your head to prevent
Taking a
sunburn.
shot.
To prevent sunburn. Other than that, you don't need hair anywhere.
What about quality beard? Strategic, even.
Yeah. Well, that would be cosmetic, but you don't need it.
No.
I've got hair that people would die to have.
Mm-hmm.
That take prompts Doug to put on his hot take mittens, which are brought to you by EDF. Do you want to support the EDF Group as a sponsor at TMA? Well, it's real simple. Do you have a fire extinguisher where you work? Well, the answer is yes, you certainly do. So please email the EDF Group at fire@theedfgroup.com so a technician can come out and explain to your team how the EDF Group can save your company money. Again, that email address is fire@theedfgroup.com. The EDF Group is hot and will prevent your facility from having hot fires. Experience the EDF Group difference. Learn more at the edfgroup.com. It is 7:25 in St. Louis. For those of you listening live into the morning after, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen, and that means we are in our Munganest, St. Louis Acura and Munganest Burkhardt Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. They're online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. Jamie Burkhardt and Peter Munganest. I think they're just sitting by the phone waiting for you. I think they might just be sitting online waiting for you for new cars, for pre-owned cars. They're going to take wonderful care of you. We've gotten to know them well and think the world of them. And they are at Munganest, stlouisacura.com. Munganest Burkhardt, altontoyota.com, stlouisacura.com, altontoyota.com, or you can call or text the number they have set up for our listeners, which is the following: 314-252-0029. 314-252-0029. And even if you did your car from Munganest, get it serviced at Munganest. stlouisacura.com, altontoyota.com. Munganest, presenting sponsor of Balloon Party, an official automotive provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. The presenting sponsor of TMA is Brown and Crouppen. Doug knows a little something about him.
I do. And you should know something about him, too, in case you ever have a personal injury case where you are injured due to the negligence of someone else. You're going to want a team by your side, and that team, of course, is a team at Brown and Crouppen. Terry Crouppen, Andy Crouppen, Ed Herman, they are the principals. They've been in here, for several months now on Tuesdays, talking it over with us. We've gotten to know them. Great guys, and they run a fantastic law firm. It started local here in 1979, and it's grown to become one of the largest personal injury firms in the entire Midwest. Why? Because they win. If you need justice, they are there to help. Here's how it works. You give them a call at 314-222-2222. You talk to one of the lawyers there. You tell them about your case, and if they decide you do indeed have a good case, they will take you on a contingency basis, no upfront cost at all to you. If you don't get paid, they don't get paid, and they've won more than $1 billion in compensation for their clients. Justice is a hard thing to get sometimes, but not with Brown and Crouppen. They know how to win your case. If you think you may need Brown and Crouppen services, give them a call. Here's the number again, 314-222-2222. Or you go to brownandcrouppen.com and make sure you let them know you heard about it. Here on TMA, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Past results are no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own accord.
There it is. Well, Doug, a Jim Dandy last night in Cincinnati, as the Cardinals got swept by the Reds, who have decided they want quarter.
Instead of giving none.
Cardinals stink.
No, I thought they played hard. The difference in the 3 wins and losses was razor thin. The scores were 19-4 over the course of the 3. But, that can be misleading. Right. The Reds hit 10 home runs, but the Cardinals, they hit 1.
Nice.
So I'm not going to sit here and listen to a lot of negativity today.
The Cardinals and Reds are now tied for second, but both 3.5 games away from last place.
Yeah. I thought the umpires killed us.
Yeah.
Nice. There were some calls there I could not believe. It's like they were on the Reds' payroll.
Yeah, especially on that Donovan play.
Yeah, and I'm sick of the official scorer there giving our boys errors. This is some 60-something guy who never played above CYC ball.
Right, there it is.
And you think he could have made that play that Donovan booted?
Yeah, attack his credibility.
Probably so, but Donovan couldn't. So don't give him an error. It hurts his feelings. Here's what you need to know. Sea of red, gentlemen. These fellas play for the fans and not the money. Yes. So if they don't win every single game, just know that they're playing them for you. They're losing games for you. And these 3 will definitely help come September.
Doug, everybody in front of the Cardinals won. The Cardinals just keep falling.
Well, their Vaughn index is now a negative 8.5.
That's how many games out they are.
See how well it works?
Jordan Walden Balloon Party is on its way.
I like the fact you bring up your top prospect and you sit his ass on the bench. That, to me, makes a lot of sense.
I got to tell you. I mean, throw another log on the fire of the Ali Marmol extension. Let's irritate the fan base tree. What in the world is going on? For the record, because I wanted to dig into this and try to understand what the thought process was behind it. For the record, John Mozeliak said at the trade deadline, and that was, 7 months ago?
No, just a couple weeks back.
Okay. You're not going to bring somebody up just to bring somebody up. He's young. If he comes up, he's got to play. So he has been up for 3 games. He played in 1, and he has not started in the last 2. No. The reason being they wanted to start him against the left-hander Abbott on Monday, but then the Cardinals faced Hunter Green, and then it was a bullpen start last night with a right-hander. So all of that would stand to reason, even though it goes against what Mozeliak said 15 days ago. Here's the core issue. Walker actually hits better against right-handed pitchers, and it's relatively substantial. He has reverse splits. So in Memphis, he had 246 against right-handed pitchers, 228 against left-handers, 368 slugging percentage, and 670 OPS versus lefties. Against right-handed pitchers, he slugs 410, so about a 50-point difference, and a 721 OPS. And he had similar reverse splits in his rookie year with the Cardinals when he slugged 465 versus right-handed pitchers with an 828 OPS and a 389 slugging percentage and a 683, so about a 140-point difference there versus lefties. So I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore, Doug.
Last night's game was so important that you just throw the record books and the numbers out the window. They could have started him ahead of any of the 3 outfielders they started, Pham, Scott, or Nootbaar. Any of the pick one, take him out, put Walker in.
Good morning.
Hello.
And they brought him in when they brought in a left-hander? I saw where he got a hit.
I think so. It was a bullpen game for the Reds, and they shut us down.
Oh, it's brutal. Well, it's a pitcher's park, Doug.
Is there anyone in the lineup that you say, oh, we can't remove him from the lineup to get Walker in there? Maybe Arenado now, because you don't have a third baseman anywhere near.
Nobody that plays a position that Walker also plays.
Yeah,
no way. There's no way. It's crazy. Why would you bring him up and platoon him? I don't, for the life of me.
Bernie Mikla's writing on scoopswithdannymac.com, and some of the stuff going on right now in real time is simply bewildering. The Cardinals demoted second-year outfielder Jordan Walker to AAA Memphis earlier this season, giving him time to retool his hitting mechanics. The front office excitedly brought Jordan back to the big club after he generated a huge amount of offense against minor league pitchers for a couple of weeks. As I wrote, I believe it was the right move to summon Walker. He seemingly rejoined the Cardinals as a more confident and capable hitter. He seemed pumped to spark a dull offense. After a downturn, the young Walker was poised to restore his bright future. JW was still only 22 years old, and he put up above-average numbers as a rookie in 2023. After hustling to Cincinnati, Walker was in the lineup for Monday's game against left-handed starter Andrew Abbott and went 0 for 3 with a walk. Then came Tuesday's game, and he wasn't in the lineup. Then came Wednesday's game, and Walker wasn't in the lineup for a second consecutive day. In both cases, it was because the Reds went with 2 right-handed starting pitchers. The ace-caliber talent Hunter Green in the first game and Emilio Pagan in the second. Walker, of course, bats from the right side, but Ali Marmol wants to stack the lineup with left-handed hitters against the Reds' righties, and so Walker doesn't fit into this platoon system plan. This was wrong on several levels. It's even more bizarre because Walker has been back for 3 games, and he's been a spare part in 2 of them. Has the organization completely lost its collective mind? The Cardinals welcome Walker back to the majors with the idea of turning him into a part-time platoon bat. What? Seriously? What the hell? If you're going to promote Walker, then he must play and play a lot, period. He can't be sitting around eating sunflower seeds. And if the Cardinals weren't committed to using Walker in a starting role, then he should have stayed in Memphis to gain more experience and get all the reps he wants and needs. I couldn't be more confused by what they are doing. I don't understand it, but I've been rather confused. I don't know what, like I said, I think the Ali Marmol extension was the one where I'm just like, I don't even know what they're doing anymore.
Anybody ask him that last night? Why Walker didn't start?
Yeah, he did. And if you read the article,
I did.
I figured as much. So here is the answer. The big league team has a need, and it's a right-handed bat. So that's the simplest way to look at it. It's not May. It's the end of the year. You have a limited amount of games left, and our biggest struggle has been against left-handed pitchers. We have a need, and it has to be someone who can play an outfield position. So the issue, of course, is that he's putting them in there only against left-handers. So then they had him pinch hit in the 3rd inning, but once again, he hits better against right-handers. And to me, the bottom line is, if you're going to bring them up, you play them. You play them against left-handers, you play them against right-handers. It just doesn't matter. You know that you're going to be facing, and here's the thing, over the next 8 games, they're facing one left-handed starter.
Yeah. So
what is he going to do? Be riding Pine at the start of the game for 7 games, and he's going to be a pinch hitter?
Mm-hmm.
Pine pony.
Well, it's hard to force your way into an outfield when the guys that they're starting are hitting so well.
That's what I'm saying.
Last night, their outfielders batted 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup. Nootbaar is at 226. Pham, 266. Scott's hitting 125. You can't expect just to show up and play in that kind of outfield.
I agree with you. When you lay out those numbers.
It's the same thing as the logjam conversation where it's like, well, there's a logjam. Well, you're going to play lefties because that's what. But if the lefties aren't hitting, why would you not put in Jordan Walker, who, as Tim just said, has the reverse splits? Why bring him up? Why? For the life is crazy. It is crazy.
Well, don't you think it has to be Mozeliak doing that?
Yes.
It's hard for me to believe that Marmol would see Mozeliak call up Walker and then put him on the bench.
I would tend to agree.
I would agree with that. But I don't understand it.
No, I don't get it.
I really am stunned. You know, it doesn't stun me more than the Ali Marmol contract. I don't know if I could be more stunned than that. But, I mean, they just keep doing things to just alienate people. And I don't think they're necessarily doing it intentionally, but my God.
They're just trying to be smarter than everybody else.
What are we going to do,
Well,
Doug?
they're about to put themselves in a position where they're so far out that you may as well play all the young guys. That may be their excuse. But we have to look and see what we got for 2025. They're close now.
They are now 4.5 back of the Braves in the wild card. The Braves had started to stumble, but while the Cardinals have lost 4 in a row, the Braves have won 3 in a row. The Mets also won last night, so the Cardinals are 2.5 back of the Mets, 4.5 back of the Braves, and they are equidistant to the Padres and Diamondbacks as they are the Brewers, and that is 8.5 back of those 2 wild card spots. And now you have a spot where you are tied with 2 other teams for whatever the hell it is, 6th, I guess, in the wild card, the Giants and Reds.
Yeah, there's a chance that they could finish in last place again, although those Pirates are asking no quarter.
They are really.
They've lost 10 in a
They're
row.
really, ever since I decided to throw some long shot bets on them, they turned on me, Doug. That's what they did.
The Cardinals are only 3.5 ahead of the Pirates.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Who haven't won a game in more than a week and a half.
That's right. They don't enjoy scoring either.
No.
Oh, boy, things are slipping.
4D chess, boys. If Marmol misses the playoffs again, he'll get another extension. That's from Uncle Cucker. So that's what's going on.
Retire his number.
Guys, how about our Chiefs? How are they looking? That's from Jonathan Mardukas. The front office and ownership is lucky they aren't in New York, Chicago, or Philadelphia. People would be calling for someone's head every day. That's from Clevie Wade. You guys sound like asses. Obviously, Ollie and Mo know more than anyone. That's from the old Appleton stepdad.
It's kind of tough, because these numbers are available to the public. So, when Tim, again, just referenced the reverse splits, it's tough to be like, well, we want lefties in there when the analytics tell you the exact opposite. So you can't be like, well, the numbers say this. Well, no, they don't.
Yeah, and they seem to rely on analytics for so many of the decisions. And then here's an analytic that just hits them right in the face, and they don't pay attention to that.
Right. And
I was going to go on a tweet storm last night. It was going to be big.
You were going to let him have it?
I was. But I was just like, okay, in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe he got injured. Something happened. But then when Marmol was explaining the reasoning, I'm going, okay, then this was a conscious decision that had nothing to do with health. And you go, well, literally 15 days ago, John Mozeliak was quoted as saying, if we're going to call up, he's got to play. Mm-hmm. And then he's on the bench for 2 of the first 3 games he's called up. And here's the thing, he had been hitting so damn well, you hate to ruin that momentum. We've seen so much with baseball, in particular with teams that get days off after they win a series early, how it can really screw you up.
Mm-hmm.
So they've, taken a bat that was red hot out of play.
All I can think is that they are still convinced that they're very much in the race, wild card at least. And they thought the other 3 outfielders gave them a better chance to win than Walker.
I mean, yeah, that's their thought process, but you would say it before the game that you don't think that's the right thought process. Isn't results oriented. And I mean, I think it's one thing to do it against Hunter Green when Gorman has had very small sample size, but some success against Green and putting him in over Walker. But on a bullpen start, you're not going to keep the guy up who's been hot down in Memphis. Crazy.
The baseball side of the organization is a rudderless ship. Is it possible that Mo is sort of checked out, waiting for his next role? That's from Danny Tanner.
I doubt it.
I would agree with Doug.
If Walker had just hit 5 home runs last night, they would have still lost 10-6.
Yeah,
that's probably what their reasoning was. Yeah. Even if he hits 5, we're still going to lose.
They scored 4 runs in the series in Cincinnati.
Arenado drove in 3 of those.
Yeah, in mid-August.
Well, it's a pitcher's park. Pitcher's ballpark.
Spencer Steer looked like Mickey Mantle out there.
Mm-hmm.
John Scores is in the YouTube chat along with 208 other friends of the Feather, and he says, "Don't worry, everyone. The Red Hot Dodgers are coming to town. Doug Tyler Glass now will be, what do you call it, towing the slab?"
Yeah, he'll tow the slab, bow his neck.
Cardinals will counter with Miles Michaelis.
Okay.
He's got a nice, 6.3 ERA since July.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of crowds they
That's
get.
What I was about to say.
You would think that this would be maybe the last big series of the summer before school starts and everything. Yeah.
With glorious.
Yep.
Well, I got to look at tomorrow. It's actually going to be hot.
Saturday's a night game.
Saturday's a night game, high of 88. Sunday's a Jim Dandy. Doug, bring the family to the ball yard for a Sunday special. 83 degrees, sunny. Ooh. I see nothing but sun in the forecast starting tomorrow.
In theory, there should be no less than 42,000 at each one of those baseball games. I'm very curious to see what the crowds look like.
Well, there would have been in past years. There would have been that many. Yeah. I don't know that you'll get that now.
No, I know, but I'm saying, in the Cardinals' mind, when you're planning out games, a series against the Dodgers, when you're both in playoff contention, Dodgers obviously are who the Dodgers are. It's a blue blood matchup. Great weather. This should be like a time for the Cardinals to clean up, and it might be a huge missed opportunity based on the product in the field.
You would think that DeWitts would look at what's happening in the stands and what's not showing up in the stands and say, we've got to make a change here somehow to try to win the fans back.
Well.
Loyalty be damned. At some point, it's a business move where you've got to do something to spark some interest again.
But when you're getting swept that badly in Cincinnati, what move can you really do to fire up the fan base on a Thursday?
Well, it may be too late for this year.
Right. They've already run out the entire playbook outside of canning Marmol, and I don't anticipate that happening.
I was speaking of what Bernie wrote, because people, that's fine. I at this point, if you're a fan of the team and you don't have at least some level of frustration with this, it would be kind of strange. It's just a matter of which direction the frustration goes for people. Marmol certainly gets a lot of it. And somebody was asking Bernie if he thought that they would fire Marmol, and he said, again, this is blaming it on the manager, and this goes well beyond the manager. This is an organizational issue. He said, what I could see happening is if they do blow it up and they have an entirely new front office, the new front office brings in a manager as part of the revamp. The thing that I think gets people like at the core and would be the common bond for people who consider themselves fans, I think, and perhaps I'm off on this, is that they see that it's bad, but there won't be changes. And the feeling is there won't be changes because there haven't been changes. And then the one time there was a change, it was the guy who had won Manager of the year beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get rid of him.
And was the last guy to win a playoff series. There's, unless my math is off, one playoff series win since the Cardinals beat the Dodgers with Matt Adams' home run.
Yeah, 2019 NLDS.
That's right. Beating the Braves in 5.
Well, now you're playing with numbers.
By cherry picking?
Mm-hmm. And Schilt, who is just no good. He's got San Diego 16 games over 500 and a chance to overtake the Dodgers in the West.
Paul DeYoung.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
Well,
it's crazy.
The reason for the Cardinal collapse is the players all shave their armpits and are very chafed, prohibiting full throwing and batting motions. That's from the Warson Woods Wacko.
I hadn't heard that. That probably came from inside the clubhouse.
Boy, when Burleson and Newbar swing that bat, it doesn't look like they have anything stopping their motion. I mean, they're lucky they don't break their spine on the recoil.
Mm-hmm.
Swing for the fences. Nothing.
Hunchback of Von Castle says, time to take the keys away from Pawpaw DeWallet. Was a great owner, but he's the problem no one wants to talk about.
I don't know that he is. I don't think so.
People love to talk about it.
He's
I've
not
seen
the
something
problem.
different. That seems to be him and Mo.
He's the one that's kept their heads somewhat above water, I think, with providing a decent payroll.
Yeah.
I mean, if indeed this finishes in the direction that it's headed, which would be another disappointing season that is now lingering around 500. I mean, they're below 500 at this point, a game below 500, and everything remains the same, I think people will be raging around here. Raging.
And one of the issues is it doesn't look like it's going to get better.
No.
Before it gets worse.
They have a two-pronged problem. Their starting pitching is terrible right now, and the offense is awful.
Yeah, and their top players are getting old.
Right.
Ignoring the analytics on Walker's success against right-handed pitching is kind of like ignoring the old bedside beater. You know it's there. You just do your best to ignore it and power through. Doug, that's from Scott's wrinkled ballsack, but not his wife.
That seems like cherry picking right there.
The bedside beater?
And you ran into a bedside beater one time, I guess office chair.
Yeah, Doug, you're right. It was in the middle of a foursome. The gentleman excused himself, leaving me with two women, which was, for about 30 seconds, ideal. But then the gentleman rolled in my office chair and began to masturbate at the end of the bed. And I believe that's what Scott's wrinkled ballsack, not his wife, was referencing as the bedside beater. Because I don't think you've ever experienced that, so it probably wasn't.
No. What was your office chair doing that? Was this in a...
This was in a condominium.
Oh, so your bedroom was kind of an office as well. So the office chair was right there?
The office was on... You were in my place.
I wasn't.
The office was on the other side of the bathroom, and I don't even know how he knew the layout, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's been a while. And he rolled the chair in from the office, hardwood floors, of course. I mean,
Blessed.
Yeah, very blessed. And
wide plank, probably.
and out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, guy's back, and he was just
Why would a gentleman do that?
It's a great question. He's going to join us on Balloon Party, so we'll find out.
After the anthropologist.
Right.
Did you drop him as a friend at that point?
Well, I didn't know him. I don't even know his name now.
Wasn't that pretty weird?
Well, the only foursomes I'm participating in are with strangers.
Yeah, wouldn't it be it would be worse?
Yeah, like, here's my buddy.
Yeah, it'd be way worse.
If
If you were scheduled to tee off at 8:30 the next morning.
But how does it happen where you're in bed with some guy that you don't know?
Well, it wasn't necessarily, and we don't kink shame.
No, I do.
It wasn't necessarily about him, and probably it really wasn't about me either. I'm usually kind of the throw-in in the deals. This was more about the two women enjoying each other, which is, as you might imagine, I'm pro.
Was this after a drunken night at the bar somewhere?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't like at 2 in the afternoon after watching our stories.
Because that would make it really awkward. 2 in the afternoon, here's a guy you don't really know.
Masturbating at the end of your bed.
In your office chair.
Sunlight pouring in.
Yep. That he wheeled it in. Do you like that he wheeled it in?
I don't.
Yeah, that part is actually really creepy. The fact that he had to go get
it in.
Yeah, like, how did he know it was there? Like, what was he doing walking around?
Probably scouted the place. He was casing the joint.
He was casing the joint?
He was casing the joint to find his yank chair. Yank palace.
I like that. Yank chair.
Yeah.
Is that what those are called?
In that context, I guess when you wheel it in.
Was this the same gentleman who placed his hand on the small of your back when you were at the bar? That's Kwame Nvoyuka's the fourth. No, different gentleman.
God, would that be awkward?
Oh, it happened, didn't it?
Did you remove the hand, right? Did you push your hand back there and say, get off, get off?
I think I picked up my pace.
Did you try to get away from this hand?
Yeah, I believe. Was that the Ghost Bar at the Palms?
I don't have any idea.
Is the Palms still around?
I don't know that either.
It's owned by the Maloofs, who own the Sacramento Kings. They don't own the Kings anymore. I don't know what they got going on.
Light the beam.
Light the beam.
Okay.
I hate to say it, Tim, but are you kink shaming? That's from the unknown DJ. No, I carried on, but it was something to like kind of get out of your mind as quickly as possible. Maybe 10 feet away from me, there's a gentleman in my office chair masturbating.
And was he naked in your chair?
Yes, sir.
Oh, did you ever use
what do you think?
Well, I don't know. Pants around the ankles.
Did you ever use your chair again? I'm worried about the chair.
I have to tell you, it's not with me any longer, but I would imagine I did.
Yeah, you can. I mean, You get a
That's where the
Clorox
inside
wipe.
STL, that chair is where the inside STL empire was built. Yep.
And it's kind of fitting that a gentleman would, of course, handle himself on said chair.
It isn't.
Well.
Follow-up question. Did the guy finish in the office chair? Thanks. That's from Phil the Peacock, and he spells it P-H-Y-L. Again, with what was in front of me being glorious and what was behind me being unfortunate, I focused on the forward. Maybe that's advice to all the young listeners out there. Let's look ahead and not behind, because if you look behind, there might be a guy beating off in your office chair.
Yeah, that is some motivation right there.
How drunk do you have to be before it feels normal what was going on there?
Again, I'm focused on what's in front of me.
Okay.
What's in front of me is glorious. What's in front of me, I still look back, and it's been a long time, and I go, man, you know what? Could all end right now, but I still had that. I don't think about the gentleman in the office chair. Caller Buzz, Doug, and this guy is a very sexually active gentleman.
Seems to be.
He says, all fun and games playing with friends until your balls touch.
Oh.
Or you can catch a stray load on your arm while going skiing. That's from caller Buzz, and he won the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month in June of 2023. Doug, is pant around the ankle considered naked? That's from Steven Time.
It's naked enough because of what's going to happen to that chair.
In the eyes of the law, you're certainly naked.
I'd give up on the girls and just handle myself like that, too, if I was lucky enough to be in that situation with Tim. Doug, that's Mr. Licks.
Yeah, I wonder what he thought when he saw what was going on in front of him and said, you know what? I think I'm going to handle this on my own.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to have him on Balloon Party to kind of get his...
Yeah, a little retrospective. Where are they now?
How many years ago was this?
This was a few decades.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you think you can still find the gentleman?
Well, Jackson did, and he's joining us at 10:30. We're going to talk about... We're going to hold Marmol accountable at 10, Mazalek accountable at 10:15. I'm going to do a DeWallet bit, and then I'm going to go, and coming up at 10:30.
And this guy. Okay. How about this guy?
This guy's a fraud.
That's a good title for a segment.
How about this guy? Hey, Tim, sorry, that was me. I'm the only one that knows how I like it. That's from the Total Package. So he was actually the one that was... So he's going to be on at 101 on 10:30. Hey, fella, you want to jump in, or are you cool just flogging yourself in that Office Max leather special?
Oh, was it Office Max?
I think it was a cheaper, just kind of a chair that, roll in, awkward because it had phone books on it. But, yeah, he was able to navigate that.
Phone book so you could see the computer?
Yeah, that's correct. Probably desktop at that time.
So then the phone books were soiled as well.
Yeah, by his hole.
That's the crazy part about
It's a power move, because every time you use that office chair from then on, you had to think that bare man ass sitting on your chair. That's from Who's Your Daddy.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're right about it, and it didn't hit me now until August 15th, 2024, that I probably sat in that chair dozens of times after it, and it never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
You wallowed in it.
I wallowed in it.
He's probably sweating a little bit.
Sure he was.
Right.
Like when you get off sitting with bare ass on leather, that noise it makes, like that Velcro almost.
Guys, I watch on YouTube every morning in my office. My office chair, pants around my ankles, and hand on love, gooning all show. It's Miggy's first victim.
Yeah, you do that in your own chair. The audacity, really, to take someone else's chair, move it from its original location into the boudoir, where all the love is being made, and then again start to handle yourself. Is really bold. It's like really bold. Like
what do you think is worse, the fact that guy did that, or the guy who kept putting his hand on the... Doug, you like this? The small of my back.
I don't like that either.
The former. The small... That one's tough.
But that did happen two different times. One time in Las Vegas, and one time at the Stag Bar over in Sauget.
Yeah,
but it was very brief. But it's like if you're Doug, you were raised in what you call polite society.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
And so, if you're with as you call it, a lady friend, and you're walking out of whatever highly rated Michelin
5-star
dinner theater
restaurant or dinner theater, she walks ahead of you. It's gentlemanly to put your hand on the small of her back.
Right.
Well, that's what this guy did.
And he kept it there for too long?
No, it just was. It was probably a second or two.
And you liked it?
And I remember saying to my significant other, I go, "Damn it, he did it again." Because I remember the first time it happened, I said, "I think whatever the hell his name was, put his hand on the small of my back."
And were you interested at all?
I was really surprised by it.
Were you?
But then when it happened again, I think in Las Vegas, I'm like, okay, now we're at a point where this isn't a coincidence anymore. Like we sometimes walk out at a commercial break and go to the Little Wizards right next door on the other side of the wall. And if I were to go, Doug, go ahead, and then you felt my hand on the small of your back, I think it might impact the next segment.
I would think so.
Yeah.
To do that to a stranger, I mean, to do that to your buddy is like one thing as a gag. But
No, this wasn't a buddy.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you just met the gentleman, and then he put his hand on the small of your back. Like even if you put it on the shoulder blade, it would be like, "Hey, brother, keep your hands to yourself."
Gosh.
But to put it on the small of your back, just a mere couple of inches away from glory, is really wild.
And this guy was looking for Sigma Chi Strange.
Clip that off. Jackie Boy knows too much about what sweaty bear bum on leather sounds like. Hashtag Weezergate. That's from Steven time, and he paid you a milkshake.
So how did that evening end?
By the time that guy was pleasuring himself, are we talking about with the the hand on the small of my back?
No, the other fellow.
You know, when those things end, it's usually the sun could be rising.
You fell asleep.
Probably so. And so it's not like, oh, you want to go, to Uncle Bill's and get a short stack.
No.
Not after that. How did you enjoy last night?
Right. Doug sucks on my nipples during our orgies. It's very distracting, but it's hot. That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle.
All
Doug's grabbing.
Hunchback, you just got yourself suspended for those comments. Suspended a period of 2 days' time. And your name, as we speak, is going into the IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com suspension logule.
Which building? I might walk over and investigate today. The chair is probably there and being used by a homeless person. That's from Chairman Steve, and he's in Wildwood.
Okay.
So he's going to go appraise it.
He's going to see if it's still on the market. And you just wheeled the chair back into the office and used it again like nothing had happened there.
I don't know if I wheeled it back in, but I definitely used it. And candidly, it didn't cross my mind. No. So I sat on his man-ass sweat.
Oh.
There's really no ifs, ands,
well,
or
that
buts
hurts.
about
That hurts.
Definitely.
Now that I'm digging deep into it, I would rather have the man who put a hand on your back tickle my neck with his mustache afterwards than have him pleasure bare-assed in my office chair while distracting me from lesbianism. Doug, that's from Uncle Cucker.
Yeah. Watch out, here comes Suckboy Tony. Yeah, he wasn't a part of that, was he?
Not as far as I know, but again, I don't really know the names of the participants. Okay. Doug, people are wanting to call in and sharing their stories of people pleasuring themselves.
Okay.
Collier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Text in to the Schaefer Door Company. Text inbox 314-881-TMA5 and email in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Online at designairservice.com. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. Seth Goldcamp will take great care of you along with his staff. Should your air conditioning have any issues, they'll be out quick, fast, and in a hurry. All you have to do is go to designairservice.com. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show, and they're online at designairservice.com. Doug's a client. Iggy's a client. I'm a client. Why don't you become a client as well and work with Seth and his staff in Design Air Heating and Cooling? Just go online at designairservice.com. Seth is fourth generation owner and operator of Design Air Heating and Cooling. DesignAirService.com, official HVAC provider of TMA. Doug, you know anything about Collier and Thompson?
Well, of course I do. And you should know something about them, too, if you want to remodel part of your house. You know, they do a lot of kitchens. That's really what they specialize in. But it's not just kitchens. They do bathrooms. They do basements, wine rooms, man caves, bars, accent rooms, fireplace walls, offices. They'll knock down a wall to open up your first floor level. They do it all. And they do it all better than anybody in town. Why is that? Well, they got the best contractors. They've had people work for them for many, many years, and it's all right there in-house. You don't have to bounce around to a bunch of different stores looking for a plumber, an electrician, or a painter. They've got it all right there at Collier & Thompson, so they make it all very easily. Their workers are insured, so if there's a problem, somebody gets hurt, you don't have to worry about that. That's not always the case with a lot of contractors. Also, it's a rather long process to get this done. If you're going to redo your kitchen, it's not like you go in there today and by this afternoon they're already working. It's a long process that involves a lot of design, a lot of planning. So go in there today or tomorrow, maybe this weekend, check out Collier & Thompson, get some ideas, and get the process rolling because it does take a while. If you find a contractor that says he can get started 30 minutes from now, that's a giant red flag because most of the contractors who do this kind of thing, they've been very busy for a number of years, and you're going to need some time to get everything planned and get it going. They've got the top name appliances there. Even if you don't want to redo your entire kitchen, you can just get one of the top line appliances and they'll install that for you. They carry Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, Sub-Zero. If your cabinet space isn't big enough to accommodate one of the new appliances, they can make that work as well. They do that all the time. Collier & Thompson can handle any kind of kitchen issue, bathroom issue that you've got, and they will make it look absolutely first class. These are top-notch people who've been around since the 1950s. Great place to go. Please support the sponsors. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson. Come home to quality online at collierandthompson.com.
There it is. If you're looking to get some work in, Family Golf and Learning Center would be the place I recommend. Great par 3 course, double-decker driving range, short game area to work on pitching, chipping, bunker shots, and putting. And incredible instructors to help your game along with club fitting and club repair. Wonderful people, all led there by Adam Betts and his staff, and it's a place that I go regularly and can speak firsthand to. They're online at familygolfonline.com. Even on a day like today when it's raining, you can go into that double-decker driving range and hit golf balls to your heart's content, or go inside as they have 2 simulators for you to practice in as well. Once you're done playing, they have the back 9 bar and grill to enjoy some food and drink. It's a wonderful spot with great equipment, wonderful instructors, and a perfect golf facility to improve your game or to learn the game. Go online at familygolfonline.com. It's Family Golf Learning Center. Send your emails in. Design, air, heating, and cooling. Email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Call in Collier & Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Deep dives are welcome for Balloon Party, and if we use them, you get $50 to your Venmo. Just email me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. And, of course, you're welcome to text in anytime on the program, 314-881-TMA5, Schaefer Door Company, sponsor of our text inbox. Want to get a great setup for the Ascension Charity Classic coming up here in a few weeks? We have a TMA app contest going on right now. You could win 4/18th green hospitality tickets to the day of your choice, Friday through Sunday, right here on TMA. Food and beverage included in this incredible prize pack with a perfect view of the closing hole. I was in there last year. It is a perfect spot to watch the tournament. Enter keyword golf on your TMA mobile app or at tmastl.com to win, and you can experience that perfect suite to watch the festivities at the Ascension Charity Classic. Just use the TMA mobile app or go online at tmastl.com. That's where you can sign up to win. It's also where you can sign up to be the TMA Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Great news. You can keep your anonymity and just sign up as your anonymous name. And Doug, you think that's the right thing? You like the anonymity?
Well, yeah. You reach a certain level of stardom, and you don't want everyone to know where you're going.
That's right.
And that's the case not just with us, but with the listeners as well.
Yeah, we're big wheels in the market, and so are the listeners.
We're huge wheels as much as anything else.
You're a moving target, Doug.
First YouTube ad of the day, Allbirds. That's from Hunchback of Von Castle. Jackson, you chose 802 to fire the first YouTube ad.
I choose nothing. I don't choose anything.
Who chooses it? YouTube proper?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can keep sending in the YouTube ad stuff.
It bugs you, doesn't it? It bothers you a little bit.
I find it to be extremely odd.
Yeah.
I think people think we control absolutely everything that TMA is on or otherwise. Just not the case, you know? I can't control what YouTube does with their advertisements. That's on them. You'll have to contact Google for further inquiries.
Okay. What's their customer service number?
Was that the BR5?
Goes straight to Bombay, India somewhere, I think. Well, it just seems like this is something that really is a cockleburr in your saddle.
Yeah. I changed up one of the settings so that hopefully.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you change the setting from? What did you change the setting to?
So I had that conservative. I did a little bit of research yesterday. I ran the live stream and threw a timer on to see how long it would take before an ad popped up.
Oh, all right. What was this?
It was 17 and a half minutes of content, which I, honestly, if you were to watch a 17-minute video and didn't get an ad, you'd probably feel pretty good about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I went further into the streaming settings, and I picked the furthest possible. So every 30 minutes now you get an ad. It's a set every 30 minutes.
Why would anyone want a lot of ads to run on their video?
Make more money.
So we make more money the more ads that are on there?
The company makes more money.
Hubbard makes more money.
Oh, well then run the ads.
Well, see, but then you get people...
The hell with them!
All right, block him.
Block him!
There are no ads on the Stephen Wildwood Show stream on YouTube.
He's hosting his own stream.
Well, he's got a fan page and a show?
Gosh, this guy. Just based on his mic drops?
I guess so.
Doing some light piracy.
If you could keep that going for an hour or so, people would listen to that.
I actually think I would.
It would kill a man.
Oh, an hour straight of mic drops?
Yeah, if he was just screaming like that for a straight hour.
That dog still lives.
You guys don't need to do a custom show for these fats. These folks are weird. That's from the 314. Jackson loves pushing that Steve and Diener podcast promo. What is Steve and Diener?
I don't know.
Why do you push it so much?
I don't know.
Is that a promo that airs on like our commercial breaks?
I think we got to stop giving some credence to some of these ass clowns.
Oh!
Oh!
They just
Like
got
just
to
because
you.
someone
They
said,
just got to you.
just because someone says on the text line doesn't mean it's ever.
I thought that was John Mardukas, or is that Johnny Cakes or something? There's some John.
Johnny
that-
Cakes, yeah.
Doug, is it Mardukas or Cakes?
I think it's Johnny Cakes.
There's some charlatans out there.
Are there?
Yeah. No good nicks. Bad seeds.
I've never heard
All
the
these
word
jerk off
goodness.
textures.
There's Chuckles. He had enough.
Yeah. He left the business. He had enough.
Yeah. He got into this dumb thing of investing in real estate. Nice job, Chuckles.
Nobody's ever made
Loser.
money doing that.
No ads on my Whisper stream or post-show Whisper rap. Thanks. That's from Brian Henshin.
Okay. No ads for Hinch.
Anyone who thinks you guys have any definitive control over a YouTube ad should have their right to vote and driver's license revoked just for being stupid. Thanks. Doug, that's Carlos Spicy Wiener.
Okay. So our listeners won't be voting.
So you do have control, pal, on the ads. You just said you set the time for the ads. That would be control. That's from Mr. Bojangles.
I don't
Sammy
control
Davis Jr.
what ads. I don't control what ads play. Sorry, I don't take criticism from someone named Mr. Bojangles too seriously.
Wow.
But I've always said that I set the ads at the lowest possible conservative. I did not realize that you could set it to every 30 minutes, so I did that. What more do you want from me?
But you want lots of ads to play to bug the listeners.
You are the personification of the text line right now.
Wow. Doug,
ignoring what I'm saying and pushing your own agenda.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't be sorrier.
Yeah, I'll let you get a pass, Doug, because you're so damn handsome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know.
Flirtish.
Next thing I know, you'll have your hand on the small of my back.
I get the ads and I get the need. The frustrating part is it doesn't pause the show, and sometimes the ad doesn't collapse without pressing a button. So if you're not right next to the device, it's completely disruptive to the viewing experience. Doug, that's from the Horny Banker.
Well, that's the system we have right now. Sorry.
Backpedal faster, virgin. That's from your opponent in the J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship. Critical of your 7-iron distance, Mr. Siders.
Are you considering leaving the business now?
Nope.
I think Balloon Party keeps him going.
Yeah.
It's my lifeblood. No, I mean, whatever. Mr. Siders is really cool.
Oh, Doug. I caught something there.
No, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
Certain frustration setting in.
Cool guy.
Jackson, please play that audio of Brian Henshin singing about his Colts season opener. I DM'd you last night. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai. That's your buddy in Cape Cod. Henshin singing songs now?
No, it's just some goofball singing about the Colts, and Sweet Sweet Kai sent it to me. No,
I listen on the TMA app, but these ads have me hopping mad too. Grrr. That's from the Slippery Turtle.
You'll be all right.
You losers will survive!
Kind of.
Which losers are we talking about? Us?
Probably all of us.
I think we'll all survive. I will survive. Is that the Gibbs?
Gloria
fishing
Gaynor?
buddy?
Was that Gloria Gaynor?
What the Gibbs? Didn't the Gibbs?
You talking
what am I
about the
thinking
Bee
of?
Gees?
Yeah. What didn't they
They
sing?
didn't do I Will Survive.
What's their big hit?
Well, they had lots of big hits.
What's the
Staying Alive.
Staying alive. That's what I was
Staying
thinking.
Alive, yeah.
I Will Survive and then Staying Alive. I get confused.
Staying Alive is the beat you're supposed to do when you do CPR.
And then
That's
Michael,
antiquated.
Yeah, but Michael Scott did the opening part of it, the really slow part.
Yeah.
And then in The Office, really funny.
Didn't work.
And they're like, no, the chorus.
The horny banker needs to get a life. Bitching about missing 0.0000003 seconds of the show because of an ad. Paid a damn $18 and shut the hell up. It's an veiled profit.
In reality, and I'll be a moment of clarity here, the fact that it does bother them, even in the slightest, that they have to miss part of the show when an ad pops up, means that they really enjoy the program and it's a big part of their daily routine.
Jackson with some perspective, Doug. This is Zen. This is Phil Jackson over there on the board.
The day when people quit bitching about ads or every other thing on the program is the day that we stop making the money, and that's just not what we want,
Hey, Kai, refresh your lipstick and put that ball gag back in. Me and my, Doug, you pronounce it Gloucesterman? Friends are going to train that ass, you skank. That's from the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster Groves, and he's a sponsor.
What's a Gloucesterman?
I'm about to look it up. Is that like I don't know. I don't even want to guess.
I don't know.
Person in Massachusetts from Gloucester.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Michael Scott did I Will Survive slow part, not staying alive. Get it right, Dawson's Creek. That's from Dingle My Berries.
See, once again, this is, how serendipitous. I confused them once again.
No, you didn't.
But you know what I meant.
I sure did.
Just deal with the commercials. Hubbard's just trying to keep this stupid show on the air. You talk about the same dumb stuff every day. Who cares if you miss a little? It's some painter guy.
Yeah.
It's also some Zen-like perspective.
I also like Tim in the text. He described it as mercials, not commercials, but mercials.
I felt like I needed to explain that because Doug would have been distracted by the mercials part.
It's like Straunt when you're talking about a restaurant.
Jackson's got about 5 or 6 months left in that chair. You can already sense the hints of Gangster Pete and Plowsy in the defeatist tone of his voice. The beginning of the end is here for our young cherub. Doug, that's some little Tommy Tribbins. He's sensing weakness. He thinks Jackson's about to go.
Right.
I've heard that a lot in my 3.5 years, so I'll be all right.
Well, this job has run off a lot of good young men.
It has. Yeah, speaking of which, the Sea Monster sent me an email.
Yeah, there's another one. Dad
yesterday. Armin Katayan. He said, Armin was great for us when the Tiger book came out. Yeah, he was a great guest. I guess Armin Katayan has written a book with John Talty
Oh, wow.
on what it takes to win in this era of chaos in college football. The new book is called The Price. Armin Katayan and John Talty will be available for interviews Tuesday, August 27th through September 3rd. I think we get both on.
Yeah, at the same time. That's Talty's second book.
Well, this Talty wrote a Saban book, right?
Yeah. Yeah, good for Talty. The Plowaholic really made him.
He did.
Right. He discovered Talty.
He did discover Talty. These people are only missing a story that Iggy has probably told 15 times already. Get over it, losers. That's from Clevey Wade.
Gosh, come on, Clevey.
I'd think the YouTube poors would be praying for the sweet, sweet relief of a commercial break to escape a strode jacking. That's from Brian Henshin.
Oh, come on.
The board chair turns bright-eyed boys into audience-hating men. That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle, I believe, was suspended. I think.
He was just a few moments ago.
I hate the audience. I don't know where that narrative is coming from.
Hunchback of Von Castle.
All I have is love in my heart. It's people try to poison me.
YouTube is free. If you're complaining about ads on a free platform, you are the loser. Pay for convenience or accept reality. That's from Steven Time.
It's a little harsh, but he's absolutely right. If you're using a service for free, you're going to get advertisement. That's just how it works.
And what does it cost to avoid the ads?
$17.99 a month.
Okay.
And I paid up because my sons have been obsessed with a gentleman named Blippy, Doug. I think Blippy probably came along after John, Nick, and Greg Vaughn.
I don't know who Blippy is.
He's a delight. A lot of parents of young children probably.
What does he do?
Feel me.
Is that different than Bluey?
Yes. He played a game of basketball with DeAndre Jordan.
Blippy?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd he fare?
Yeah, I think DeAndre Jordan had some young children, and it was probably cool for the kids to see Dad
100%.
playing with Blippy.
Boy,
Yeah.
he used to be able to fly.
Doug, let's talk DeAndre Jordan.
His dunk on Brandon Knight, he should have been assessed charges for that.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Now, Blippy is a guy. It's not a cartoon of some kind. A stuffed
It's
animal.
an actual guy who dresses up, and it's an outfit. And now, because the outfit doesn't necessarily let you to truly, like if Blippy walked in the building and wasn't in his outfit, I would have no idea who he is. If I saw the outfit, I'd go, oh, there's Blippy. And anybody else with young kids would say the same thing.
Okay.
So what he has done, brilliant move. I mean, this guy's a VC specialist. Now you can just put on the costume, find another guy who does the goofy stuff, and now it's scale season for Blippi.
Yep.
So my understanding is Blippi, the original Blippi, is, probably living on Palm Beach, you know.
First article I see is what happened to the original Blippi.
What happened? He's living on Palm Beach, and he's probably a +5 now?
I don't know. I assume that one-on-one matchup went a little like when Michael Jackson played Michael Jordan in one-on-one. If you remember that.
How did that go?
Poorly.
Well, Doug, I just heard the opening to American Idiot.
Was that your phone, Iggy?
Yeah, I just opened a ticket thing and the numbers in Green Day started playing.
Okay.
Like a scratch and
I didn't know Green Day would play when you look at your tickets.
No, I didn't either.
Something new.
Blippi makes me want to free dive off the arch with no parachute. That's from DJ Jazzy Jeff Albert Pujols.
Okay. I have no idea who Blippi is.
My daughter is a big Blippi lemming, as well as his sidekick Mika. That's from the Pope. I'm not familiar with Mika. You want to pull up the Excavator song?
Sure. It's by that.
This is gonna send a lot of parents now with kids who are a little older back into like the jungles of early childhood.
Who sings the Excavator song?
Blippi.
Got it.
All right, Jackson.
Honest question. Does Jackson put in the ads on Tim's podcast? I pay for Spotify Premium, but I still get the ads in Spotify. That's from War Gerbil.
Yeah.
So on a QFTA, you put ads in there?
Yeah, mid-rolls.
Oh, do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
mid-rolls everywhere. All right, we got the Excavator song. Yeah, paying for Spotify Premium won't get you past what the actual podcast. It'll get you away from Spotify's ads, but not if the podcast has ads. You can't avoid that. But here's Blippi, the Excavator.
Want to help me move some?
Sorry, YouTube.
I guess it's Blippi. I hear it multiple times a day, Doug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You like this? You like this better than the Mills
it's not
Brothers?
bad, yeah.
You like this more than the Mills Brothers?
I do enjoy this. Not better than the Mills Brothers, but it's right up there. It's
I think
better
it goes
than a lot of
high-pitched right here, Jackson. It's impressive. Yep. We'll play this on Balloon Party.
It doesn't take much in this country to become a billionaire sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at that like, how come I couldn't have come up with the Excavator song?
And based on his outfit, he's definitely been around construction sites a lot.
Yeah.
Tight jeans and canvas sneakers.
Is he a young guy or old fellow?
He probably in his mid-30s.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, more power. I guess probably the people who are making the money are the minds behind Blippi, not necessarily Blippi himself, considering it's like Batman. That's more about the shield than it is the...
Jackson, you're an ass for playing this. I spent years getting that out of my head. That's from Mr. Licks.
My bad.
Kids want to watch the same thing over and over and over and over.
Ain't that the truth?
This is my 3 hours in a day where I don't have to listen to Blippi and Mika. Make it stop. That's from the River to Pear Yacht Captain.
Okay. Well, we enjoyed it. I did anyway. I may start watching Blippi myself.
You enjoyed the beats.
Kids like watching construction, too.
Bob the Builder.
Construction videos were huge there for a while.
Bob the Builder.
Ah, yes, the all too common sound of silence in the YouTube because your aux controller doesn't know what the hell is happening. Anyways, me and my icebox-shaped lover Chase Richards popped anal nitrates and streamed Now That's What I Call Repetitive all night last night. Our favorite commercial is the Larry Hagman BVD softcore underwear ads you all run between the 6-minute segments of Willie going missing and Iggy's Schadenfreude passport bit. Best Jim Lemon, adjunct professor of HD2 podcast. He's a professor of HD2.
That was no accident for being the aux off. That video has 41 million views. I'm sure Blippi is coming for that ass if we play that over YouTube.
Blippi's coming for that ass.
There was no mistake there. I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Yeah.
41 million views on that?
Correct.
I think I'm responsible for 10 million of them. Cletus has a great little excavator and will happily dig in my dirt hole for a $5 bottle of red. That's from the St. Peter's Lemming.
I'll be darned. I think he was talking about something else.
That's it. Over to KXOK for me for now. It was a fun 20 years of listening until that song, Veiled Prophet's Gone. He had 20 years and that blippy broke him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I got to tell you, I understand.
They say when kids watch the same thing over and over, it actually helps connections in the brain.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Not predicting what's coming next and when it happens.
Yeah, it's good for
makes
them to
sense.
do that. Yeah.
I watched a bunch of those VHSs on a loop as a little kid. Like, I did every single day. Probably like Toy Story every single day.
They didn't have Blippy. Did they have Blue's Clues? Was that a thing when
Big
you were
time,
a kid?
yeah. Mailbag.
Little Beer Cat says, I got an email that my hat is actually on the way. Thanks, KG. I hope the River to Pear Pirates were open to trading the hats for some water sport action. It's from Little Beer Cats.
Yeah.
Yep. And Mike Flanagan, I saw an email, has a hat press? Is that what they called?
I didn't. Is that what?
Doug, is it called a hat press?
I don't know what it's called.
So he's getting this like within the next week or two. So we're going to be able to, I think this will help us circumvent the River to Pear Pirates.
Oh, they're everywhere, these guys. Bandits of the high seas.
He sent us something else too. That's going to be it could be a nice little development.
Oh, hoodie season.
What is
Yeah. This Mike Flanagan doesn't play around.
It's going to be just stay tuned, Doug.
Let's see. Tim, clearly you're catering to the wrong audience. Instead of attracting a group of fats, poors, degenerate gamblers, and frustrated St. Louis sports fans, you should be retooling the show for the average 6-year-old. That's from the Vic Tanny aerobics instructor.
Maybe we should.
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad. I mean, we have been stock
Blippy.
tips and swingers bulletin board for a while, but maybe we pivot.
Let's just tone it down a little bit.
Man, if you're an actor, you can get one of those voice roles in one of those children's movies or shows.
Ice Cube's in one now.
Watch the money roll.
Who would have thought that 30 years ago? After No Vaseline came out.
Sometimes these animated movies have the sickest cast of all time because it's just people doing like 3 days worth of voice work.
Each morning I show my son 2019 Game 7 so he can act like a man! Some Carlos Spicy Wiener. Yeah. Hey guys, I just tuned in about 10 minutes ago and thought Ken must have been out because of his silence, but thankfully heard his phone loud and clear a minute ago. Put the damn phone down when you're live on the air! It's from Big Tough, who is not happy.
What do you want me to say? It went
You're
off.
not speaking today?
No, what do you want me to say? It went off. Good, you heard it.
This is huge.
Okay.
How'd you know it was my phone? If I'm not
Pretty
speaking,
good
how'd you know
guess.
it was my phone?
Big Tough, how did you know it was Iggy's phone? You can call on the Callier and Thompson phone line, 636-900-4TMA. And, of course, you can email in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota, sponsor of the 7 o'clock hour. Guys, the River to Pear Pirates had to come ashore because Vianney started school this week. It's from Arbor Day.
So, some people who go to Vianney are
River to
mixed
Pear
in with
Pirates?
these pirates?
I had no idea about
Probably a
that.
recruitment process. Summer job.
Yeah, they probably start them young.
Iggy, you have an offer here for $10. $10 to Iggy's Venmo if he can prove that the email that played the music is the actual email that contains his tickets. It's from Wedding Tackle. $10 just sitting there.
I don't know how to prove it. It's gone now.
Well, then it'd be
email's
like in the
gone?
trash folder.
No, it wasn't. I didn't say it was an email.
Buckswell might dig into that.
It was a Green Day thing that said tickets. And I just pulled it up and it started playing Green Day.
What? Like it texted you?
No, it was
Either a text or an email.
a notification.
From what app?
I don't need your $10. I really don't.
No, you're tired. Fed up.
I will Venmo Iggy legit $100 if he lets me show him in person how to turn off his media volume so he can be on his phone during the show and not have to worry about media. That's from Susie Cream Cheese, who's offering $100 now. Doug, there's a lot of money coming in.
Well, that's easy. Yeah. Give me $100 and show me.
Susie Cream Cheese,
You're
you're
doing
in.
me a favor and paying me, so that's fine.
There you go.
You'll take that deal.
Susie Cream Cheese, I guess you got to book the date. Mr. Lick says, I'll throw $5 into that pool. Now Big Tough is adding $10. And all of a sudden, there's money coming in left and right on this program, Doug.
$115 to turn down the volume. I'd take that deal myself.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, here you can look at my phone.
Doug, look at it.
Well, let's just play with it for a while.
Well, this is, you bring this up, and there, it's on silent, it's on vibrate. Now it's, go back here.
Right. I'm not as familiar with the Android as I am.
So the notifications won't make noise.
There,
However, media will.
Completely off. Now it's on.
Yes.
Now it's off.
Susie Cream Cheese, this is going to be your assignment.
To tell you how.
But that's for notifications, not for media.
I don't know what happened.
Well,
Go give us a Slurpee because they were trying hard.
Hey, come on, Joe.
I didn't know Vianney was starting school this week. I guess I have to mow my own yard. That's her total package.
Well played.
Is he hinting that everyone in St. Louis gets their lawn cut by someone at Vianney?
I think that's what he's insinuating at the very least. Did KG ground Iggy or is he under protest or something? Please advise. Best, that's from Jim Lemon, cyber auditor of missing Green Day email videos.
I don't understand the text.
Jim Lemon, call in 636-9004 TMA.
Waiting to go to the bathroom. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, you gotta go. That's what I say to the kids. Doug, if you gotta go, you gotta go, right? I will give $500 if the phone is turned up to max volume and all text, Facebook, and Twitter history is read aloud. That's from Morrison Woods Wacko. $500 now on the table.
It would take me a while to read all that.
Yeah. Well, we're just trying to get to the bathroom break.
Is Jackson wearing a choker necklace like Huck Finn? What is that? Choker necklace?
No, it's a necklace I've worn.
Yeah, it's the same necklace Jackson
every
always
single
wears.
day.
I didn't notice. KG in O-Town has the, what do you have, KG in O-Town?
I got a pearl necklace.
He wears a pearl necklace.
I got it today, actually.
Have you?
Going to come in and show it on the camera?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, come on in. I'll go to the bathroom. You
Okay,
come in and
hold
show
on.
the pearl necklace.
Two birds.
Free Bruce Pearl.
Hey, Tim, I'll free Bruce Pearl. Chairman Kurt is making his way in.
He has walked out.
He shouted something when he left.
Yeah.
Like John Wilkes Booth.
I don't know, $6 Smoke's going to have to analyze that audio. It was something about money. Hey, Tim, I'll Venmo you $100 to stop reading text from the audience for the rest of the show. Less of them and more of you, less of them, more of you. You're the only one who makes the show great. That's from Kay in Southtown. I don't know, that's kind of tempting.
Well, here's KG with his pearl necklace.
There it is. Yeah. And so ladies like that? That's the deal?
It's a split bag.
Is that right?
Yeah.
A split bag.
I like that.
Some like it, some don't, but I don't care about the ones that don't.
Oh, you don't?
I like it.
Yeah. Well, that's all that matters, I guess.
Will you put it on?
No. Wouldn't get around my bucket head, I don't think.
It's adjustable.
Well, why would I wear a pearl necklace?
Cut that off.
Be more like me.
Oh.
Yeah, what about that?
Well, all right. That's
Bang Bang Gang recently joined the Pearl Party.
Doug, Bang Bang Gang recently joined the Pearl Party.
Is that a band? I guess that's a band?
No, that's the front runner for Fan Page Member of the Year.
Oh.
Bang Bang Niner Gang. He had a pearl necklace on over the weekend. And myself and Drake and ASAP Ferg and
Jock Peterson
and Harry Styles welcomed him to the party.
Really? Okay. Does it send some sort of message?
I think so.
What's the message?
Spit in me.
Oh!
Cut that off.
Oh! It does. It screams spit me.
Gosh, you're still onto that. You still got that fetish.
We don't need to have this conversation again.
Okay.
Because it does sometimes border on kink shaming.
Yeah.
I know you like water sports.
My favorite gift, Power Bottom for the first time this morning. Made the mistake of taking the enema after instead of before. Yikes. Well, lesson learned, Doug. That's from John Lithgow's Harry Henderson.
Okay. Lesson learned. And felt he needed to share that with us.
Come down here to Texas and wear that pearl necklace. See how that flies around some real men. That's from Clevie Wade, who's in Texas, apparently. Like, where is he in Texas? A big state.
I don't know. Denton, I think. I don't have any idea.
Me and Miller will meet any of you F-faces behind Ronnie's Cinema, and we'll talk Vianney. That's from Steve in Wildwood.
We got to go behind Ronnie's Theater?
Correct.
Right on Baptist Church Road there?
Yeah.
Right by the TGI Fridays.
I'll sometimes drive past it on my way to pick up Uncle Leo's. How do you do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Right in there.
Yum, yum.
KG, you're 40. Start acting like it. It's from Crystal City Clam Ham.
Nonsense.
Young at heart.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, guys, who's filling in for Tim tomorrow? Marshy Marsh. That's from Kwame Boyukas
Oh, yeah, Marshy Marsh will be sitting right where Tim is tomorrow.
So you're going to be running point and running the board?
Yeah. Yep.
And Marshy Marsh will be sitting here, and he's got a handlebar mustache now.
Oh, does he?
Looks like Raleigh Fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
I don't know if I think he's let the beard grow out a little bit, but he has one hell of a mustache.
Yeah, that's going to be big in the Schaefer Door Company
he's got
text inbox.
A beard and a handlebar. He may look like Wild Bill Hickok.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Rivers called him Wyatt Earp.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, he'll do great things.
I'm sure.
I mean, his Green Day show, I'm probably not getting home until after midnight. And who knows? Maybe I convince my significant other we go to the Stag Bars.
I don't think she'll go for that.
I think that's a tight read.
What about, again, Video P till 4 or 5 a.m.?
So proud. It'll be Profit Center.
And then
I could maybe leave the show. What happened? I made so much money playing video poker at Hollywood Casino.
How much money would you have to make to leave the show?
God, for as wealthy as I am, I guess if I made $50 million playing video poker tonight,
Anything short of that, no.
I just can't. Just for cost of living.
Yeah, you need that to survive in St. Louis.
Absolutely.
$50 million making playing video poker.
Congrats, Clevie Wade. You bought a $75,000 truck so you can drive to a grocery store and buy the soy milk that you live off of. You're no man to me. That's Mr. Licks. I don't know what that's about, but he and Clevie Wade have history.
It was an important message nonetheless.
After going to Washington Town and Country Fair and seeing couples literally covered head to toe in tattoos that were also inexplicably allowed to reproduce, I'd say there are more concerning things than a guy with a saliva fetish wearing a strand of pearls. That's from Carlos Spicy Wiener.
Yeah, well, there are bigger issues for sure.
Guys, when Jackson quits, can we please try to secure Marshy? That's from Mr. Siders.
I'm not going anywhere.
How about that? Jackson says, I'm not
thought
going
you were
anywhere. He's
fed
like
up with-
DiCaprio.
That's right.
Fed up with some of the listeners.
I can't say the full line. What's up?
I thought you were fed up with the listeners.
No.
Okay.
See, that's a misrepresentation of what I said.
All right.
I said sometimes, just because it's texted in to the wonderful Schaefer Door Company text inbox.
SCHAEFER.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you spell it. And then you got Jason Gossrow and his staff coming out. If your garage spring door nurse.
Hello, Liftmaster.
Jason was out there himself with my parents.
Is that right?
Yeah, helping them out.
You got VIP treatment.
It was on, their house was on his way home, and he stopped by because they were having some issues. Now the garage door works. How do you like that?
Really?
What's
There
the
you
common
go.
denominator? Jason Gossrow and Schaefer Door Company.
Man, you better believe it, Jack. That's Schaefer Door Company. And they're hiring, by the way, if you were looking for a career change. And we know Jason, and we know you'll be working for a great guy. 636-782-3608, or go online at schaeferdoor.com. Schaefer Door, a Clopay master authorized dealer.
And so I was saying that just because it comes in on the aforementioned Schaefer Door Company text inbox, it does not necessarily mean that it's true or even worth acknowledging or anything.
Is that right?
You know, sometimes it can just be lies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mistruths.
I thought they were beginning to hammer away at your veneer.
The plaque of my soul. I'll be all right.
Okay. Because they can get pretty rough.
Yeah, I've been through it.
Yeah.
Little program called
This
Balloon Party.
Balloon Party has really hardened this gentleman.
Has it really?
That's, I think, the core issue. The people are active. We welcome them to be active for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. Coming your way at about 9:50. And we got a new sponsor just like that in the 9 o'clock hour. How about that? So did you see that yesterday,
Oh,
Jackson?
yeah. Big fan.
Pat Keeley. He's a hell of a salesperson. He moved that quick, fast. So the only real estate left on TMA, Doug, the studio sponsorship. That's great real estate.
Oh, boy, it is.
If you like return on investment for your business, studio sponsorship. And I'll take you out. I'll wine you and I'll dine you. And if you want to play golf and you want to see, a very slow swing, Corey Connors tempo, go out on the golf course. We'll spend some time together, get to know each other. And then I'll say, hey, that's studio sponsorship. Is that something you're interested in? Huh?
And you'll say it exactly like that.
Right there at the end, yeah.
Right on the 18th
Right on
green.
the 18th. Maybe we'll have a little...
And what if they say no, but thanks for the golf?
I'd say, hey, you got to put pucks on net.
Sure you do.
Got to put pucks on net.
Absolutely you do.
So contact me at T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com, and you can experience the ROI season that some of our newer sponsors like 100 West Dental and Schaefer Door have experienced, and longtime sponsors like Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, James Carlton, Mark Hanna. Don't take my word for it. Contact them. That's the nice thing about it.
Sure.
Yeah, contact them. Yeah. They're going to go, yeah, it's some of the best money I've ever spent. So there you go. Doug, I've got $1. I'd like to turn it into $2. Okay, I'll be the studio sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
That's how
I
it
got
works.
$1.
Yeah.
I'd like to turn it into $2. Okay, I'll be the studio sponsor.
Okay.
T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Design, Air Heating, and Cooling sponsor of the email of the day. JV golf coach leading with 3 wins. Buck Swope with 2. Kevin Miller, Fupa Doncic, Jim Lemon, and TMA Twink all with 1. We have the Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour coming up. This closes out the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour here on TMA. Presented to you by Brown & Crippen.
KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Collier & Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Collier & Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Collier & Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. CollierandThompson.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor and does not provide tax advice.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. Known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circus Survivor and Circa Million are now up to a record $16 million in guaranteed prizes. 2 ways to win and no rake. Circus Survivor contestants select one team each week with no point spread. Last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. In Circa Million, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed through quarterly and full season payouts. Enter in Nevada. Play from anywhere. Visit circusports.com for details.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge, newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood, or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
This is wide receiver Luther Burton III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carlton.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention, Luther Burden III will make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Getting a quote is easy. Just go online at carltoninsurance.net. Call or text 314-961-4800. If you have drivers under the age of 25, if you're seeing rising rates, give us a call or text us 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Let's keep the momentum going.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Man, TMA likes to talk about golf.
The guy had barely put the flag back in and I hit my wedge.
Incessant golf chatter.
And of course, the green is protected by bunkers.
Golf, 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 golf.
We can 1-2 putt in 2 seconds and we can move on.
And now there's more reasons for TMA to talk about golf. The PGA Tour champions are back in town at the Ascension Charity Classic, September 3rd through September 8th at Norwood Hills Country Club. It's a must-see event and it all benefits local charities. And you could win 4 18th green hospitality tickets to the day of your choice. Friday through Sunday right here on TMA. Food and beverages are included with a perfect view of the closing hole. Enter keyword golf on your TMA mobile app or at TMASTL.com to win. And if you don't win, tickets start at just $20. And kids, military, veterans, and first responders get in free. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Just pick it up or putt. It's stupid.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster? So in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name.
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes is one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's sports talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
KPN-TFM, HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Yeah. 63109, bitches. Doesn't seem fair, Doug. Killed the fence. Remix. I'm rolling balls.
Absolutely not.
Nope, not Brett Cecil. Yep. Think about that. They love the fans, not the money.
Mm-hmm. Some of them play for nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
They just donate the money to the fans.
Right.
Welcome back. It's TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Our 8 o'clock hour is sponsored by the Fisher Window and Door Store. This hour brought to you by Fisher Window and Door Store, providing you with quality American-made Marvin windows and doors. Visit their showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, Illinois, or online at fisherwindow.com. FISCHER. FisherWindow.com, sponsor of the 8 o'clock hour here on TMA. Doug, I was listening to the ESPN College Football podcast on my way to Hubbard Radio St. Louis today, Reese Davis and Pete Thamel. And the title of the podcast for College Game Day, which teams will make the first ever college football playoff? Okay. Well, Reese Davis does not have Missouri in. Pete Thamel does have the Tigers in. Okay. So I have been sending hate mail to Reese Davis throughout the course.
He needs to lose his job over it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
STP.
You don't diss our Tigers.
Seriously,
not like this.
Yeah. And of course, it's all through burners accounts with like a picture of
a dog.
Yeah,
or
like
an American flag.
Luther Burden superimposed on George Washington crossing the Delaware. And
that's what my account.
Ideally, if you run that burner, and you put like the record of the team in your in the name, so it would be like, Love Tiger 23 parentheses 2-0.
Take that.
Who does this Reese
parentheses
Davis
number 11.
think he is?
And why is he chirping?
Yeah. To leave us out of the mix.
Well, maybe this will change his mind, Doug. They're just like you heard that wonderful song celebrating the Cardinals. We have a song that is going to get everybody on board. I don't just think with Missouri making the CFP, perhaps being the number 1 seed. Take a listen.
After we take care of the 4 nobodies, we had to call a station and put them on the potty. Then we go to UMass, you kidding me? Thanks for the win, you giving me for free. Next War Eagle coming to town. Thanks for the win, Hugh Freeze, you clown. You clown, you clown, you clown. Missile gonna fly this year. Cooking burning gonna leave you hurting. Missile gonna fly this year. 12 wins in the playoff is certain. Missile gonna fly this year. Drink got the chunk and all the funk.
Hey, did I just hear the F word?
Oh my
Doug, did
God.
Doug, did I just hear the F word?
No, he said funk. He said funk.
Oh.
It wouldn't have rhymed.
I was texting my 2-year-old, got him a phone.
He rhymed it with truck.
And was explaining it to him.
Here, I'll play the. He's
going to double down. He's going to double down.
God, double the fun.
My ass if not, so that's how confident
So this is the end. This is a kamikaze mission.
No, listen, he says funk.
Missile gonna fly this year. Drink got the chunk and all the funk. Missile gonna fly this year.
I'm texting my 6-year-old.
The rest of the nation gonna be sunk. Now we roll down a tide country, gonna kick your ass, to put it bluntly. Next, them Sooner dogs coming to Mitsu. That dog gonna be licking his wounds too. Don't look now, we heading to SC. Gamecock down, we win again, G. Game G. Gotta be sunk, gotta be sunk. Missile gonna fly this year. Cooking burning gonna leave you hurting. Missile gonna fly this year. 12 wins in the playoff is certain. Missile gonna fly this year. Drink got the chunk and all the funk.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
That wouldn't even make sense. He's got
my
all
brother's
the
kids.
A lot of this stuff doesn't make sense.
We sending these dogs to the abyss. Suey pig, come get you some whoop ass. Thanks for 12 and we beat all the forecasts.
100% says the F word. That's from Steven Time.
100% doesn't. No, whatever.
Well, we've heard it 3 times, so it doesn't matter now.
Well, he says funk, so it's totally cool
guys,
to
after
say.
hearing that, I'm officially off Mizzou this year. That's for the 314. Who's performing that? Is that some of the players? It sounds like Doug was...
It's Theo Weiss.
That was Theo Weiss.
Was it?
Kurt, because Kurt cut this, he showed it to me. Do you know who sings that?
It was emailed in by a listener. They didn't say.
The listener didn't make it, right? He found it.
Oh, I got the email pulled up.
It's well produced. It's not like one of those where it's acoustic session a little bit. No offense.
I wonder if that could come back to haunt them should they lose a few.
I would have done it for last year's schedule, stuff that's already been done.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they lose, you're going to get thrown in your face.
That was sent in by Rogers and Hammertoe.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he used to write plays.
That was Rogers and Hammerstein.
But you wouldn't use the F word as the direct object in that sentence. It's unequivocally funk.
Well, it's been a great run. After 20 years, unfortunately, the show is going to be taken down by a local Valvoline oil change tech living out his high school rap days. That's from the Chicago Ginger.
You always knew to be a listener that would get us off the air.
Yep, they took us out, Doug.
I expect the FCC to burst into the studio at any moment, put us all in cuffs.
My ears are bleeding. I was excited about the upcoming season, but now I want Mizzou to crap the bed just to spite whoever put this song together. What the funk? Doug, that's from the unknown DJ.
Well played.
It's not a good song to do, to show that kind of confidence. That kind of arrogance.
And that was Theo Weiss? Do you think, like, secondaries are going to target him after that?
Probably so, yeah.
Well, that might free up Burden.
That's right.
And Speedy Johnson.
Mookie.
Well, you're just really setting yourself up for ridicule if you have just a mediocre season.
Likely that video will be viewed by like maybe 1,200 people. And
you think?
Yeah, if I had to guess.
Well, I was pumped for the Gers already, and this just sealed it even more. They play for the fans, not the NILs. That's from the Kansas City Hoosier.
The lyrics were a little touch and go, but I thought that the beat and the cadence, I kind of,
Isn't it the same as every other song of that genre?
Absolutely not.
Pretty much the same.
I mean, I guess all music is the same if you're using that
No,
definition.
not all music, but that genre.
So all of hip-hop sounds the same?
A lot of the beats are the same, yeah.
I disagree. But that's, hey, listen, some people like some things.
No, just some people like things.
Right, that's true.
And some people don't like other things.
Doug, interview conducted yesterday. Was this with Gerard Hamilton of the Colonel's Power Mizzou?
Yeah, I believe this was
Marvin Burks.
Tuesday. I believe Tuesday.
Take a listen to this.
Marvin, do you take any extra motivation being ranked outside of the top 10 in the first preseason AP poll?
I mean, we don't, like I said, that's outside noise. That's a great accomplishment, but we still going for our main goal, and we know what our main goal is, so we just locked in on that. We're not really too much tripping off preseason because it's not about preseason, it's about what you're going to finish with in the postseason.
What is that main goal for the season?
Just win the natty, man. That's how I go. Just win the natty, go 1-0 each and every week. Each and every day, just going 1-0 and improving.
Win the natty.
Win a natty, Doug.
That's the goal. Win the natty.
Yeah, we can't fault it for that. That should
you
be
better believe it. You're damn right. You're damn right.
Marvin Burks, no, sophomore.
Pete Thamel giving his reasoning for putting Missouri, and of course, super high on Missouri. A lot of, I guess it's getting talked about a little bit locally. It depends on how much you're paying attention to this. I mean, my podcast at this point now with golf kind of over for my interest level. I realize it's still going on with the FedEx Cup stuff, but my podcasts are now all college football podcasts, and anytime Missouri comes up, the talk is concern regarding the defense and the number of players lost, specifically in the secondary. Yesterday, Eli Drinkwitz announced that Darius Smith is out for the season. Doug, he was a Georgia transfer who Drinkwitz was raving about this past weekend, but unfortunately he is out with a knee injury, so he is done, and so now Missouri will have to replace him.
I see Texas has lost 2 running backs to injury already.
A lot of running back issues in Austin and College Station.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got to have depth.
But it's natty season. Pete Thamel's reasoning was the schedule. Yeah. The same kind of thought process with Ole Miss. I mean, either way, the schedules are tough, but comparatively speaking to, say, a Georgia schedule, Missouri schedule, SEC-wise, is easy. That was his reasoning. Reese Davis said he had as the first team out.
Well, what does he know anyway?
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I've had it with this Davis fella. For you.
Yeah. Ole Miss and Mizzou are good contemporaries this season. Yeah. Curious to see the parallels between the two, because I would say they both are mid-tier SEC schools who are having very good moments in their football programs, and certainly with the Lane train down at Ole Miss, returning quarterbacks who are both dynamic.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah, he spells it wrong though.
You guys going to give a couple $100,000 to Mizzou NIL Just a little bit of candy for some.
If I have to cut back, yeah.
However much Tim makes on Video P, it's going right to the NIL.
If I hit 50 million tonight, that'll be what it is. Ole Miss, for comparison's sake. Furman, Middle Tennessee. We've seen what they can do.
Yeah, be careful. Safeties.
They got the Demon Deacons coming to town. Or no, they go to Demon Deacons.
Oh, Winston-Salem.
Georgia Southern, and then they have Kentucky and Oxford. That's their September schedules. They're kind of on the Missouri plan there. Then they've got the Gamecocks in Columbia. They have to go to Death Valley for a night game.
Ooh.
That'll put the players to the test. Brian Kelly's got USC to open up the season. Then they got Oklahoma and Oxford. They go to Fayetteville. They got Georgia at Oxford, go to Gainesville, and then Mississippi State.
Yeah, that schedule is harder than Mizzou's, but not. I mean, it could in the SEC it could be a lot worse. You look at Georgia's schedule, or Florida's especially. Holy hell! But getting Georgia at home is huge. But you have to go to LSU. It's no joke. Boomer Sooner as well. Did you say? I'm sorry, Tim. Did you say the Oklahoma game is at Oxford or in Norman?
Oklahoma game for Ole Miss is at Oxford.
Got it. Okay. So getting Georgia and Oklahoma at home is better, but you're still facing two of the tougher opponents in the SEC and going to LSU, which is arguably the toughest environment to play in the SEC.
And Shane Beamer's fighting for his life in Columbia East.
I got the Gamecocks rolling in this online dynasty.
Yeah.
5-0 season.
Oh,
Wow.
for
Look at that. Isn't that
Keep
exciting?
rolling. Nick
And
Harbour has 16 touchdowns.
No more divisions this year. It's just one big SEC.
That's right.
Yeah.
16 teams, 18. How many teams?
I
we
think
got?
16. Big Ten has 18.
50. No.
SEC schools, yeah, I believe that 16 members.
16.
Yep.
So you could finish 7th or 8th and still have a pretty good season.
Oh,
comparatively
absolutely.
to other schools.
But that's kind of how it's always been with the SEC, at least in the last decade.
Do Ole Miss have a song? Ha! That's from Stephen Wildwood.
Probably don't.
I bet they do.
Probably don't have it in them.
Matter of fact, we're going to type in Ole Miss football song.
A listener will email it to us.
Maybe we should all get together in the studio and do songs
Wouldn't mind doing it.
for the various schools.
Yeah.
And have a nice payday that way before the Fusion money comes in.
And shoot a music video?
Yeah. I think we could sell a kind of rap delivery very easily.
Yeah, we could rent a dump truck.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. Don't you like when a text starts with real talk?
I don't mind it.
Real talk. What actually happens if a cuss word is spoken or played on an AM or FM radio show? Are there fines or anything that the show or station incurs? What happens if it happens on HD2? Is this thing even monetized or regulated by anything? Best, Lemon, Jim Lemon.
Yeah. I think when it's broadcast, it just goes out in space, goes out in Pluto somewhere.
Well, actually, if nobody files a complaint, nothing happens. I mean, the FCC's not listening to the station. No. Somebody has to complain and send in audio and what time, and then if the SEC wants to check it out, they will. But
well, I wouldn't put that past any of our listeners.
yeah, there'd be one listener that would send it in.
It's fine. I'd send them the audio, and they go, oh, yeah, they said funk, and then they'd move on.
Gosh, I hope they did.
Otherwise, Doug, that'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with, your being able to sleep in?
I guess I'll cut grass.
Yeah.
That's my backup plan for employment.
Because the Vianney kids are going back to school?
Right, yeah.
I guess I'll go back into local news. I've always kind of wanted to.
Oh, God, that'd be nice. Not as a sports guy, but as a news reporter.
That's right.
So you can report on the snow and everything.
Dear Deidre, I was horrified to discover that my girlfriend had sent a message to her ex offering to show him her, quote, white bits after her holiday.
White bits?
Like herring?
Oh.
Now I've learned they've been sending sex and naughty photos to each other and even meeting up. I'm 32, she's 29. We've been together for 2 years and I really love her. We used to have sex all the time, but over the past few months I've noticed that she's cooled towards me, especially when it comes to sex. One night a couple weeks ago we were in bed touching each other intimately and both enjoying it a lot when she suddenly stopped and turned over. It didn't make any sense, and her excuse that she was tired didn't ring true. It felt more like she suddenly changed her mind, and it bothered me, but she would not discuss it. Then last weekend, while she was asleep, a message flashed up on her phone, which she'd left by the bed. I recognized it was from a guy she'd had a short relationship with before she met me. In the message, he asked her when she was free because he'd like to nudge, nudge, wink, wink, give her his, quote, very big present.
No.
Who would like that text inbox name?
Yeah.
It made me feel sick. especially as she's always said she's never cheated on anyone and is against it. I managed to get into her phone and found several exchanges, including one where she sent him a sexy picture of herself. He'd complimented her on her post-holiday tan, and she replied that she couldn't wait to show him her white bits.
No.
If anybody wants to be white bits, let Jackson or Katie.
Oh, it's like a bagels and lox kind of situation. Get some herring on there.
As far as I can tell, they haven't met up yet, but I feel it's only a matter of time. She didn't shut him down or tell him she's in a relationship. It's eating me up inside, but I don't know how to talk to her about this. Well, good news. She went to Deidre, so she's going to get some counsel.
Okay.
You need to have a frank talk with her, even if it won't be easy and means you hear things you don't like. Sexting another man isn't right, even if she's only flirting and has no intention of physically cheating. You're concerned there's a gap opening between you, and you won't be able to bridge this unless you can work through what's going on. Tell her you're worried and ask her to be honest. My support pack, Standing Up for Yourself, should help you have this conversation. Boy, that's good counsel. You ever read Standing Up for Yourself?
Well, that's why we need Deidre, because people can't think this stuff up by themselves. Drop into my DMs, bro.
Just one simp after another.
That was a simp?
Just dump her.
Oh.
Why need dear Deidre?
Because he loves her.
Well, he's stupid.
He doesn't want to lose her.
Well, he already lost her.
Well, maybe not.
Obviously, if she's texting naked pictures to other dudes and saying, when are we going to hook up? Isn't that a clue for you? Get out.
It was closed, the porta potty was closed, and I was in there, and then I opened the latch real quick and then just kind of ducked in there, and I was actually inside it. A little bit of room to move around, and I guess the first time nobody came for a while. I was in one of the wrong ones, and then I just switched over to a busy one, and then, I don't know, just some chick came in, and supposedly she saw me or whatever.
I'm not saying do that, just leave.
Oh. Well, some people work through their problems.
Some go into porta potties.
And some don't want to lose half of everything they own.
And see the kids every other weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
White
we're married.
bits
He
are
said
on.
we've been together. He didn't say anything about
That's
being
right.
married.
They'd been together in a relationship for 2.5 years.
I guess we also, what if the divorce law is different across the pond?
Doug, what is the
UK?
divorce law across the pond?
I don't know. I really haven't researched divorce law in England.
Gotta do some show prep.
She's obviously not having sex with you either, so.
So you're concerned about this fellow?
No, it's a made-up story, but I'm just saying,
Well, they're
if it
all made
was
up,
real, that's every guy has to go to Deidre, don't you? Guy, can't you talk to yourself? Hey, are you cheating on me? Yes. See ya. Is it that tough? You need
That'd be it.
You need a support pack for that?
Yeah. Now, you've dated some married women. Would you expect them to leave their husbands?
No, I didn't date him.
What did you do to them?
Well, I had sex with him.
Okay.
But if the husband found out, I would think he would dump her.
Yeah.
Then she'd come to me and say, he just dumped me for cheating. I said, well, I don't
Would you
blame
then be in a relationship with
I
him?
don't blame him. No, because if she cheated on him with me, she's going to cheat on me with somebody else. The hell with that.
Probably the right thought process.
Okay.
Look, I don't care.
Just trying to figure it out. I don't know.
You got to write to Deidre. She'll help you.
Yeah.
Support
She's
pack.
Stand Up for Yourself support pack. It's a very good support pack.
You got an address there?
Support packs at Deidre.com.
Yeah, okay.
.uk.
That's awesome.
Jeff Lotman is going to get you a home. That's what he's going to do. He's going to sell your home. JEFFLOTTMANN.com. I'm kind of surprised by the number of homes that I'm seeing pop up in my inbox, but they are out there and people are selling, and that means it's an opportunity for you to be buying. Work with Jeff at JEFFLOTTMANN.com. With Compass Concierge, which Jeff Lotman is a part of at Compass Realty, you can take your home buying or selling experience to the next level. Whether you're preparing to sell or want to enhance your new space, Compass Concierge has you covered. No upfront costs. You need fresh paint, new carpet, light renovations, home staging. Compass Concierge has you covered. Unlock exclusive benefits. Get your home market ready without upfront costs. Increase your home's value hassle-free. Ready to elevate your real estate experience? Contact Compass Concierge today to learn how Compass Concierge can transform your home. Go to JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yeah, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Or you can go to evergreenstl.com and work with Mark Hanna. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jackson Burkett to tell you a little bit about a great man
A great
Mark Hanna.
Yeah, a great man and a great financial advisor, someone that I work with personally. It starts with a 15, 20-minute phone call discussing your needs, where you're at in life, where you want to be in life, and then Mark Hanna walks you through a plan that will help you in the future, and he'll educate you along the way. That's the big thing, because it's easy for someone to be like, all right, this is your age and salary, like this is the best plan for you. Don't worry about it, just this is how much you're going to be giving every month. No. That's not what Mark Hanna does. He explains it throughout, effectively communicating his message. That's so important, so you know where your money's going. And if you ever have to get in contact with him because you have questions or you need to change your plan, he loves talking to his clients. I've spoken with him before where he says, I got a long list of calls I got to make to my clients today, and I cannot wait to talk to each and every one of them. And I know Mark Hanna personally, and I know that he's being serious about that. He's being very genuine because he's a great guy and a great financial advisor. Call Mark Hanna today.
Yeah, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreenstl.com. That's Mark Hanna. Evergreen Wealth Strategy. I was talking about Dr. Brandon Pryor and 100 West Dental. As always, the audience, man, the best, supporting the sponsors. That's the name of the game. And Dr. Brandon Pryor has been raving about the number of TMA listeners who have been reaching out and getting appointments with him. No phone calls needed to get in. Just check the calendar online for availability and book right then and there at 100westdental.com. If you like to give a call, you can do that as well. The number is 636-585-0100. If you're in the market for Invisalign, you mention my name, you get $1,000 off an Invisalign package. If you're on the fence about Invisalign, they have a digital scanner that can show you a simulation of what it's going to look like before you even go through with it. They have the most modern technology at their brand new office that they just built. And it's one of the very few dental offices that offer virtual consultations with the doctor. It's 100 West Dental, 100westdental.com, or call 636-585-0100, 100westdental.com. Mention my name, get $1,000 off Invisalign. Get the best with 100 West. It's 100 West Dental. That's 100 West Dental. Doug, you were sending hate mail to Reese Davis.
I was, yeah.
Well, now includes Stuart Mandel on the list. He has given his SEC predictions. He's got Georgia finishing the regular season 11-1 and 7-1 in the SEC. He's got Roll Tide going 10-2, 6-2 in the SEC. He's got Hookem going 10-2 and 6-2 in the SEC. He's got Hottie Toddy going 10-2 and 6-2 in the SEC. He's got the Volunteers going 10-2 and 6-2 in the SEC. He's got Brian Kelly grinding on recruits going 9-3 and 5-3 in the SEC. He's got Texas A&M going 8-4 and 5-3 in the SEC. He's got the Tigers of Auburn going 8-4 and 4-4 in the SEC, and then he gets to Missouri at 8-4 and 4-4 in the SEC. Unbelievable.
Has this guy ever watched a football game before?
Seriously.
Why would he trash us in this fashion?
Have you written him an email yet?
I'm going to now. Oh, he's going to get a piece of my mind. 4-4, huh? Well, that won't get us into the playoffs.
Probably not. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
Unless UMass goes off.
Well, what happens if Cook gets hurt?
Drew Pine. Pine Pony, ride it.
Who hasn't played?
Played for the Fighting Irish, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
And whatever happened to Sam Horn?
He's hurt. He's Tommy John.
Yeah.
So he's out.
Till next year, yeah. Then they'll have a competition.
He get hurt pitching?
Yeah.
You even pay attention, Doug?
No. Not that closely to the backup situation.
wasn't throwing the football.
Jesus.
When did that happen?
He's still at practice every day. What's up? It happened during the baseball season. In the spring.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You sun my ass.
Yeah. Your beaker colors are showing.
Oh, yeah.
All the dumb Ole Miss
Kansas pitching staff.
all the dumb Ole Miss chubbies from Ladue and Town and Country never wear their hats fully on their head, and their native tongue is frat tap. Doug, that's from Buzz, and he's not happy with Ole Miss.
That's unfair, but accurate.
Is that true?
Well,
what does that mean? I don't know what that means. They don't wear their hats fully on their
Pete.
head?
Yeah, Pete style.
Gangster Pete style.
That goes on in Ladue?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They wear it backwards?
Oh, yeah.
Backwards?
Yeah. backwards.
Kind of cocked a little bit.
Yeah,
it's just
tilt
perched
forward and then not fully on the head.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that right? Doug, this is just me being out of touch.
Is it a form of protest against their father, who's a corporate attorney?
Better not be. That's their direct report.
Yeah.
So
that is their direct report.
Yeah. So I can't speak too much on it, but I can say that's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Time wants to bet you, Jackson. $50 on Mizzou under 9.5 regular season wins. Jackson, you want the over. That's from Steven Time. This Steven Time is action creator on the show.
Yeah, I'm emotionally leveraged enough. $50 is I don't need that out there as well.
I do think if I wanted to go emotional risk management, and also what I unfortunately think is going to happen, if Missouri did only win 9, 8, whatever games, and then I make some money on it, then that's kind of like when I would bet against the Cardinals in the playoffs. I wanted the Cardinals to win, but I would bet whatever so that I would have my emotional risk management. Doug, I know you don't like ERM. I know you don't like it.
Well, let's say you do that.
But I got to find a price that I'm like I don't care about losing.
Yes.
It can't be like a ridiculous amount of money where I'm like, oh crap, now I find myself cheering for Murray State or Buffalo or something.
And then what if you did that, which would more than likely be like a plus 110, minus 110 situation?
Yeah, I think the under's actually minus 140.
Okay, all right. So let's say you do that, but then also put a small taste on either them to make the CFP, which is plus 200 on Circus Sportsbook.
Oh, is that right?
Or win the SEC at
I didn't
plus
know that.
2,000.
It's 2 to 1 on your money for them to make the playoff. That's
right.
That's it. That's
2 to 1 your money for that, plus 2,000 win the SEC. So that way you have some vested interest if they
so
go
I
under.
diversify my portfolio.
Yeah, but then,
interesting, Doug.
But then if you lose that
Jackson,
bet, you can still have the CFP bet out there at plus 200.
Kind of like the way you're talking.
That way, you're not ever rooting against Missouri because you have vested interest in them doing well as well, but with better odds.
And we vote on November 5th whether we get sports betting in Missouri.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you think will happen there, Doug?
I think it'll pass.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
God, that'd be lovely.
Boy, that's a great thing. I just pulled it up on Bovada. The over for Missouri is plus 115. The under 9.5 wins is minus 150. So that's a tough spot.
A lot of action.
I'm not betting it either. Either way. Hale State, by the way, Missouri's opponent in November. Their over-under is 4.5.
Yeah, it's a tough time in Stark Vegas right now.
Oklahoma. Doug, to think that Howard Schnellenberger once coached this team.
Yeah.
7.5 is their total.
I knew Howard Schnellenberger.
Because he was at Miami.
He sure was.
Before Jimmy Johnson.
Very nice guy.
South Carolina and Shane Beamer, 5.5. Tennessee, 8.5. Texas, 10.5. A&M, 8.5. Vanderbilt, 2.5. They're not really bullish in Nashville. Brian Kelly, dry humping recruits, 9.5. Georgia, 10.5. I love the under on Georgia. Love the under on Georgia. If Georgia had Missouri's schedule, I would not love the under on Georgia. With their schedule, under on Georgia. Florida. Doug, you remember the days of Tim Tebow. The over-under for the Florida Gators, 4.5.
Wow.
But their schedule is the toughest in the game. Auburn, 7.5. Arkansas, 4.5. And Roll Tide, same as Missouri, 9.5. There's your SEC.
There's only one team in the AP poll that's ranked ahead of Missouri that they play.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, that's it. Now, it's preseason ranking, but I don't know where you get 4 losses unless he thinks they're going to lose to Auburn.
I would guess that's the one that he's thinking.
Yeah, because Alabama, probably.
Alabama, A&M, Oklahoma, and Auburn, I guess.
Yeah, you can lose to any of them. You'd expect all of them to be pretty close games, wouldn't you? Close games can go either way.
Yeah. SC, because that's a road game.
Boston College, by the way, is at 4.5 on the win total for the one relatively recognizable.
Jackson says they're a heck of a club.
They
Did they give you trouble when you played them on?
They gave Kurt trouble.
They got you, Chairman?
Yeah. And then
you ever watch any of these games in the place?
No, not yet.
A lot of the simulated seasons, which I know it's just a video game, but BC's always right in the mix.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I could see if it was on the road, but all 4 of the cupcake games are at home.
Well, you hate UMass.
Why do you hate the trip to Amherst to see the foliage?
I don't count that.
You don't count it at all?
As a cupcake?
That's worse than a cupcake. I didn't even know they had a football team.
Oh.
Minutemen.
I just know Calipari used to coach there.
That stadium gets loud, too.
In UMass?
Mm-hmm.
They start setting off, like, fireworks around it.
You can hear, like, all 3 people when it really gets going.
Guys, last time I was this pumped for Missouri football, they lost to Wyoming in week 1. Thanks. 3-4.
Don't bring that up.
That hurts.
That was whoever scheduled Laramie Week 1 made a huge mistake. That's not a joke. That's like teams. You have to adjust the altitude. It's hot. Those
Texas Tech went there last year, Doug, and had problems.
Virginia, when Chris Long was there, he always talks about going to Laramie Week 1. He was like,
"Don't go to Laramie."
He's like, these guys are all going to be like
Snake
ranch hands and like cattle farmers in a few years.
Was it Yost that was there?
And they're country strong. I don't know on that.
Dave Christensen.
But it's the altitude and it's hot there, and those guys are used to it. He's
And
like
they're-
everyone on.
they're- Did you say they're ranch
That's
hands?
correct.
They're going
Ranch
to be
hands.
ranch hands soon
Ranch
enough.
hands. That's correct. Check Little Beer Cat's post of his lock screen on the fan pin. That's from Jackson's buddy, who's a Cape Cod guy, Sweet Kai. What does that mean?
Talking about the way people wear their hats at Ole Miss.
Ah.
It's the Gangster Pete stuff.
Little Beer Cats is Ladue?
No.
He's
Walkerville.
lives out in Illinois somewhere.
Don't cock your head when you say that. Did that mean it was a long way out there when you cock your
somewhere
head?
out there, some way out there.
Somewhere out there. Remember that from American Tail? Fievel, the little mouse, and he sang that. Remember that?
Fievel.
Emotional.
I thought they were from the
Emotional, thank you.
Oakville area.
Yeah, out there.
I see Fredbird is dancing with a woman. The first post I see.
Ben Fredbirdson.
Does he write for the Post-Dispatch still?
Ben Fred?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see his columns.
Maybe he's on vacation.
Okay. I don't know. It's like
He was done-
Hockman's writing like 10 columns a day now.
I think that it might be a vacation because Hockman has been writing a lot more.
I don't see Ben Fredrickson columns. See a picture of Mazalek and Ali laughing.
A lot to laugh about.
Yeah, seriously.
Somebody's posting pictures of their golf course.
Hell of a
lot of
page.
people posting. Plowhawk has a take.
Does he?
What this organization is doing to Jordan Walker will be studied in the history books of how to completely fail a top prospect. Got to tell you, I actually agree with the Plowhawks take.
They've written the first chapter.
I
sent it into the text inbox.
Ah,
if you
thank
wanna
you.
wrap
All
this
right,
up.
thank you. Yes, let's see what we got. Doug, this is... Which one is Little Beer Cats? There's a guy with a TMA hat.
Guy on the left.
Yeah. So, but you're saying they wear the hats backwards.
It's usually
The other guy,
It's
I
more
would
like
say.
the other guy who is wearing his hat.
Doug, you ever wear a hat
Style.
backwards like that when you're out and about?
No, never have.
What do you think the 4 means?
Four
Yeah, what
pockets,
is that?
4 pockets full. Shout out to Little Baby.
Channel 4, probably.
Yeah, it's probably News 4.
5-1.
Yeah, that guy's lock screen was mega douche. That's from Mr. Siders.
Mega dude.
Little Beer Cats is brutal. That's from Mr. Fong, owner of the dildo shop.
Isn't he just a texter?
And a hat purchaser. Thanks for your purchase, LBC.
Yeah, well, we see. And you should be getting it. I think it was sent out last evening.
Yeah,
Thank you.
toot sweet.
Yeah, God bless America. All right, we'll close out the Fisher Window and Door store, 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock hour. We'll have the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today coming up about 9:50 the morning after at InsideSTL.com. And then Jackson and I go down a hallway. I'm looking forward to it.
Trouble today, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll get out of there in one piece.
But Jackson's discovered the other mic drops besides Chairman Steve. We had Lisa, who Jackson calls a gem.
She is.
Okay.
She left a take, but she was very polite in doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then some guy sounded old and maybe a little lonely, and he goes, "Okay, Tim, I'll play your little game. Here's a mic drop." And then he hung up. And I was like, "Oh,
That was it?
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, metaverse."
Literally dropped it. Well,
And then Steve. But Jackson, do we play it?
We did not yesterday on 101.
What is going on?
Yeah, that's sorry. This is what happens when you run the switches. You know?
Vladimir Burkett.
Vladimir
It's
Burkett.
what I say goes.
It's the deal.
That's how I run it.
a little power hungry, aren't you?
Starving. Yeah. All I want is power.
Uh-oh, Mr. Siders and Chairman, you got a bet going? I just opened up this. What do we got going on here? There's so much action in the text inbox. Like Chairman
So
Kurt's
much.
got a sports book. What do we got going?
I bet we don't get hats for another week. You're on, punk.
What are you and Mr. Siders wagering?
I'll
I think
put
Mr.
100
Siders
on
like $100, Siders.
See, no.
Come on, tough guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mr.
He'll do it. He'll bet you.
I would advise Siders that this is not going to work out for him. But it's up to him if he's confident.
He might be pot committed at this point.
I see, like, we have to pay for the stamps. Doug, as you know, there's a stamps shortage.
We haven't had them for years.
So when Mike Flanagan buys the stamps, they get charged to the Inside STL credit card. So I see the transactions going through, and there were a few $100s worth of stamps purchased yesterday. So unless Flanagan's in business with the United States Postal Service. Siders, this would be lighting some money on fire. Mr. Siders just wants to bet a big fat kiss.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Chairman, you want the kiss?
No. Ben smooches?
Pass. All right, Mr. Siders backing down. Send your emails in. Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. You're listening to TMA, and it's presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Collier & Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Collier & Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Collier & Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. CollierandThompson.com.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. Known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with James Carlton, who also happens to be my insurance agent. And I am telling you firsthand that your staff is on top of it right away.
Is there a team in St. Louis that cares more about their clients? And I'll double down that there's not. What we do on a daily basis is coach and educate our customers on available discounts and the appropriate coverage to match their needs.
I can tell you firsthand the best, and I'm so happy I made the switch. And when you switch, they do all the paperwork for you. It's James Carlton, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experienced the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
Hi, this is Chris Pondoff from Illinois Recovery Center. As someone who battled alcoholism and addiction for 20 plus years, I understand the dark places you can find yourself stuck in. Alcoholism and substance abuse takes a heavy toll on your body and your mind, but you can overcome it. Start your journey to recovery at the Illinois Recovery Center, a rehab treatment center that provides comprehensive and customized rehabilitation addiction treatment. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, please know that there is hope. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com today.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
the best at 100 West. 100 West Dental. No insurance? No problem. 100 West Dental has a plan when you don't for ease and affordability. Feeling nervous? Not anymore. 100 West Dental provides complete comfort during quality care. Over 350 5-star reviews agree. When you want to get your smile into winning shape, get the best at 100 West. 100 West Dental. Consult virtually with Dr. Pryor or book online at 100westdental.com.
Stupiracy, the podcast where stupidity meets history and conspiracy.
You gotta question these things.
With hosts Scott Rizzuto and Tim McKernan.
I'm here to learn, everybody!
Check out the latest episode, available now. As Riz and Tim explore one of the most bizarre events in medieval history, the trial of Pope Formosus' corpse.
Is he dead or what?
Okay, do you not know what a corpse is? Never mind. As I was saying, discover how this 9th century pope was exhumed and put on trial by his successor.
I object.
And learn about the political intrigue, the strange customs, and the ultimate fate of the cadaver.
What's that smell?
Oh, that would be me.
Presented by Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Visit evergreenstl.com or call Mark at 314-889-0503. And by Brown & Crouppen, 222-2222 or getbc.com.
KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Now.
It's the Brown & Crouppen Morning After. KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
Well-deserved day off today.
They worked hard in Cincinnati. Although they didn't run around the bases very much, so probably not tired.
Also, they scattered some hits.
Scattered.
It's a good way of describing it.
Here is it's the 9 o'clock hour on TMA. It's presented to you by Brown & Crouppen. My name is Tim McKernan. That's Doug Vaughn. That's Jackson Burkett, Chairman. Kurt, are you in the...
I'm here.
Ken Strode is not with us at the moment, but we believe once he's done with his cigarette, he will be back in.
And we've been offered $10 to lock him out.
75, I thought.
Oh, 75?
Yeah, the audience is getting to a point where they're kind of tempting me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Mm-hmm. You better take it. I might undercut you.
Is that right?
Well, you think about it. I mean, it's...
But I don't know if I can lock you out, so then you wouldn't be able to lock him out.
It's true.
Yeah, think about this. This is high-level stuff. Is he on a flush draw, or does he have it? I don't know. The self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom says, I just sent in an email for email of the day. I will ride each and every one of you if I win.
Can confirm, and a picture is attached.
Is she beautiful?
She is a hell of a word there.
You can't tell?
Well, no, I mean, the picture is certainly a woman.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's doing?
It looks a little too professional.
Oh, imagine that. So they just stole the picture from someone else.
Is it Ella Reese?
I can't.
Someone's modeling page.
I really like how her...
Doug, I'm telling you, I think there might be a couple $100 coming in right now. I think we need to have a board meeting.
What if he just left? What if he just
It could turn out to be a nice revenue stream.
Yeah.
His darts and phone are right there, so it's going to be tough.
He's got my key fob today.
That's right. He did walk in and say, who's going to let me borrow their key fob?
I'll pitch in $20. That's from Who's Your Daddy. Lock him out. I'll kick in some dough. The disrespect from the Strode man's astonishing, especially, imagine if all you knuckleheads followed the elder statement's example and showed up at their leisure. Christ, so selfish, so mature, so pathetic. Anyways, Doug, clean my belly button?
Oh.
Ryan Henshin, he's keeping an eye on things in Indianapolis. Carlos Spicy, we don't lock him out. I'll send another 25 if you lock him out. That's from Maxwell Hung. This is a business, I guess.
It is. We could even give him a small percentage.
I'm poor, but I got $10 on it. That's from the Unknown DJ. Things are happening. And we're having sex with a listener. So she's beautiful?
She is the woman in the picture is good looking.
I'll tell you, ran a quick reverse image search, no hits.
Okay.
And so what does that tell you?
The picture is not just pulled off of a website or a Facebook page. It's it's not concrete evidence, but it's in their favor.
Can I see this, Jackson? Let me see what's doing, Doug. I'll let you know what's doing. There's a glare. Wow, Doug, she has done really well for herself. So we get to F her? That's great.
And she's got a pink golf cart?
Looks like she's in
I'm going to text my
Gainesville.
wife to see if she's cool with it.
Does that not look like Gainesville, Chairman?
I'm sorry?
Does it look like Gainesville, Florida that she's in? Look at those trees.
I've never been.
I've been to Gainesville.
Looks like
Why?
Gainesville.
Have you been to Gainesville to recognize it? Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yeah. Look at the tree. Not only this tree up top, but then that tree right there.
Come on, you know all the trees in Gainesville?
That's what the trees look like there.
Well, it's not the only place in the country where the trees look like that.
You gotta think there was a couple $100 to lock you out today.
No, we could have split it.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We can cut you in on it, and then we can really have a nice little business here.
How much would you have banged on the door to get in? A little or a lot?
Once.
Nicholson did. Where's Johnny?
Oh, somebody just pissed next to us. That's brought to you by Schaefer Door Company.
I would take care of our cocktails tonight.
That's right.
You'd knock on it once and then turn and go home?
My wife is listening and just texted me no. So I cannot sleep with the self-made stay-at-home Ledoux mom.
All right.
And an angry face emoji. So guess we'll be having a conversation at Green Day tonight.
She included an emoji.
Yeah. Once you get the emoji, that's when you know.
All right.
Like, I didn't get like a maybe with like a little thinking emoji. You know, if I get to bang Billy Joe tonight, you get to bang the self-made stay-at-home Ledoux mom.
I see.
Now, I actually, per our marital vows, could have sex with Billy Joe tonight.
Yes.
Because if it's gay, it's not cheating.
That's correct. Well, as the Reverend said, and it is not cheating if it's gay. And I
Reverend said that?
And I repeated that.
I'm sure you got
like to snuggle and trib and make out.
Okay.
I'm sure you got meet and greet with your tickets to
Absolutely. God, let me tell you something. If I could have pulled that off, I maybe could have gotten the less popular.
You probably could have, yeah.
I really actually think Anna Marie really digs this guy. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of surprised by it, too.
He's in his early 50s, right? Billy,
Yeah, but I mean, we've
52?
been together for 16 years. She's been talking about him back to when I guess he was in his 30s. How old is he, Iggy? I'm going to, Doug, Billy Joe.
I don't know.
I'm going to go 55.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So
He's 52.
Wow.
He still looks good.
Yeah.
He's back to blonde hair, I think. He's gone blonde, green, black. He's back to blonde.
He went to green hair?
Yeah, green hair for a while. And I know I said there were 4 members in the group, and I think tonight there will be 4 members. So.
Trey Cool, Doug.
Trey Cool, Doug. Green hair?
Trey Cool. He'll be handling percussion this evening. Mike Dirnt.
I think that's it. Dunt, something like that. And then the 4th guy is just a guy they put in there every once in a while.
Darnell Coles. Tim, don't let that dyed black hair short stack cuck you. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai. But Sweet Sweet Kai, what if my trade is I get the less popular, or I get to sleep with this Gainesville?
Yeah. This North Florida hottie.
Right.
But he's got black hair now. So.
Doug, it's back to black hair.
No, blonde hair.
No, it's brown. That's blonde.
Blonde. He's back to blonde.
Tim, maybe you should start wearing eyeshadow. That's a Mud Puppy.
It's a good look.
That would be weird if we all started wearing eyeshadow in here.
And out of Joshua.
Yeah, the 2 singers I have man crushes on both wear eyeshadow.
Cut that off.
The 2 male singers?
Yeah, Robert Smith and Billy Joe.
I don't ask for much, but I've got to see a pic of Iggy with this Last in the Bodysuit tonight. That's from Bildo and Arnold.
I'm sure you guys will take a
I'm sure
flick.
there'll be a lot of pictures taken.
Will there?
Not by me, but there'll be pictures taken.
Who's going to be taking them?
Probably everybody.
Buck Swope? Buck Swope going to be there?
He goes to concerts. You never heard of the bands before.
Oh, so you're shaming his taste in music?
Went up to Seattle and saw Bonskan Scoobian.
Who?
Just make up a name. That's
Bonskan Scoobian?
That's right.
I am the best in the world in what I do.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he'll be there. I don't know.
I don't know what Sweet Sweet Guy's talking about, but he says, OMG, that'd be hot. Jackson, do you know what Sweet Sweet Guy's talking about?
Probably the less popular.
Oh, yeah.
Or the
eyeshadow.
No fly.
The eyeshadow thing could be really hot, too. We also wear eyeshadow.
Yeah.
I'm concerned what Iggy's going to wear to compliment this
Yeah, what are you going to wear?
I have no clue what I'm going to wear.
White pant?
Maybe a poncho.
I'm going to borrow my future hat.
What hat?
The one I wore to the award ceremony a couple years ago.
Cami Nunu.
Weiner.
Yeah.
I like the... Who wears that? Who's known for
Future.
wearing that?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, yeah.
Pharrell, but this is more like a 10-gallon.
No, I don't need it. I may wear my Brock umbrella.
Huh.
But if I was just 2 rows up, I wouldn't have to worry about it.
I'm pretty sure Buck saw a little band called Pearl Jam. That's from Chuck Booms.
I didn't see that one. I just went to Delmar Hall and saw Little Bob, Steve Nunn. What can play? Yeah, that's a band.
Tim, I'll be your driver tonight. I'll go pound wings and Long Island's at Dave & Buster's until the concert's done. That's from caller Buzz.
Oh. Nice offer.
I mean, what if I really took you up on it?
Please don't.
Why? Why would you care?
How does that impact you?
This guy is just... Yeah, while you're in the concert, Tim, I'll just play with my butt.
Oh!
Flip that off.
Oh, that wasn't the offer.
I didn't see it here in the Schaefer Door Company text inbox.
You worried about what I'm going to wear, Doug? You've asked like 3 days in a row.
Well, yeah, I'd like to know. I think you should come up with something snazzy.
I'm also curious.
I don't know. Something lightweight because it's going to be hot.
Short pants?
Hell no.
You never wear shorts?
Well, he did one time when we were playing Member Gift.
Yeah, but I usually wait till I get a tan on my legs. I don't like wearing shorts. My legs are white. But if I don't go to the pool a lot, then my legs aren't going to get tan. So I continue to not wear shorts during the summer. I mean, I do at home. Just if you see some Instagram lives the day I was feeding my hummingbirds.
I didn't see that one.
I had shorts on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get them to eat out of my hand, but they will eat if I hold the feeder up. Like if I change I wait till they're eating and the fluids, the nectar's almost gone. So I'll walk over and I'll take it. And they think, where's he going? So they sit in the tree.
You sit in a tree?
They sit in the tree waiting. And then I come out with the fresh nectar, but instead of putting it back on the hook, I hold it. And they'll come right up to my face and eat like a foot from my face.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried it with my hand, and they didn't do it.
Mm. They don't trust you?
Not yet. It's a little late in the season now.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, there's some things you can buy for your finger. It's like a ring. You put it on your finger, and the top of it is just a little feeder. And you can hold it there.
Like a bird bath for your finger?
Yeah, and someone will go sit on your finger and eat out of that.
Really?
I can't get them to do that.
Okay, we've been here a long time. We good?
Okay, Mo.
Guys, so that's Wes, no T's, but Sutter with 2 T's. That's Arbor Day.
What was that?
I believe that's a reference to Wes Sutter of USA Mortgage, who has been an active texter on the program. And he's a big critic of your work, and I think Arbor Day was trying to convey that he is now in support of Wes Sutter of USA Mortgage, and he's going to reach out to him, Doug. Maybe he's going to refi. I don't know.
Could very
Rates
well
have been
refi,
kind of bouncing back and forth here over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Doug ran off with my fresh nectar after the Stained concert. That's a Mr. Big Cream.
The Stained concert?
It's been a while since they've been here. I think they're earlier in the year.
That's another band I don't know.
What the F is happening right now? It's from Brian Henshin. Iggy, I just want to see Rancid. Can I trade places with Megan for them? That's from the 618.
No, I'm looking forward to Rancid.
But you're going to take someone with you?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
She was on the air the other day saying she's going to a concert.
Oh, I thought this was Green Day.
Iggy's getting frustrated with you.
Rancid plays before.
Rancid is opening for them.
And then the 12-year-olds play before them.
Linda Linda's. They'll be playing that song that we played earlier from...
The Excavator song?
Yeah.
From Blippi?
Oh, man. Tim, want a burger and a handy pre-concert tonight? We can put you in the Lockwood room at Olive and Oak to pregame. That's from the Recovering Alcoholic. Yeah, we were talking about going to dinner. Trying to figure out where to go to dinner near Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. What would be the play? I don't know. Iggy, you're probably more well-versed on that than me.
Not much.
There's a Gito's. There's a Gito's at Charlie Gito's.
There's a Charlie Gito's at the
casino. Yeah.
There's something at Westport. I'm sure there's restaurants at Westport.
Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Cyberg's Dorset.
Ooh, wingy. And crinkle cuts.
There you go. I'd go Gito's at the right at the casino there.
Yeah, we were thinking about meeting there, but we're just gonna
meeting at the casino or Charlie Gito's.
You and Megan, or you and Danity Stack?
Danity Stack, and I think Laura.
Laura, Doug.
Who's Laura?
Listener to the show.
Oh.
She DM'd me, said, "Do you mind if we join you?" I said, "No."
Doug, Laura. Are we familiar with Laura, or is this just somebody you know? Really?
We're familiar with her, but we don't know her.
That's right.
She's been to our events. I don't know if she wants her last name mentioned.
Oh.
May I join you?
Is that what she said? That's what she said?
Yeah, she did say, do you mind if we're going to be at the concert, can we join you for cocktails? Sure, coming up. Stephanie.
Boy, there's a lot of girls. Who's Stephanie?
You'd be
Do we know her?
surprised how many girls listen.
Doug, how about that?
I would be.
I can give Stephanie's company a plug. She's in business herself. She makes cookies.
Stephanie's Cookies. Have I met Stephanie?
I don't think so.
Really? So this is a listener who I have not met?
Yeah, her company, she listens to all of us. She listens to Keishi. She listens to The Point.
She's a big Hubbard fan.
Yeah. I think it's Craft Queen STL.
Craft Queen STL.
Yeah, she makes fabulous cookies.
Okay.
She's given me some, and they're tremendous. I've never had a better cookie. So yeah, she's going to the show, and she's going to have drinks with us. There'll be a lot of people there.
Huh.
But we're going to go to Gito's, and I said, nah, because some people may not find that. So we're either going to, if it's not raining.
It's a tough to find restaurant?
Well, if you've never been to a casino, you're walking around trying to find it. So it's either going to be the inside bar or the outside bar. I'm guessing inside because it's going to rain.
You really think we're going to get it rain?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be like this all day.
Just drive by a Long John Silver's. Is there better fish around? That's from Mr. Bojangles.
It's probably the best that you're going to get.
Not me.
Hush puppies, couple hush puppies.
Yeah. I like that fried batter.
Good.
Tim, what about Paulie Matos? Some DJ Jazzy Jeff Albert Pools. I love Paul Matos, and I actually did think that. Well, you got the 141 thing.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, have dinner at 3:30? Because
that's the thing.
It'll take like an hour and a half to have dinner at Paulie Matos.
There's a bunch of restaurants at the streets of St. Charles, which is not very far at all from.
There you go. There's another option. But Paul Matos, to me, and I love Paul Matos, might be my favorite in town. That's once I eat, that's going to wrap up the evening. I'm trending down. I'm not now going to. I mean, Green Day's set list is about 2.5 hours.
37 songs. 37 songs. They play in Chicago. 37 songs. And I saw where Rancid's only playing a half hour, but that's about right because they're playing 10 songs, and Rancid has very short songs. I think Time Bomb's like 2.5 minutes long. So they probably get through 10 songs in 30 minutes.
Tim just talked to Mark. We will helo you from the roof of Olive and Oak to Riverport. That's the recovering alcoholic in Bellwood.
There's an offer.
Well, I'm going too.
You don't get to go in the helicopter.
I won't eat dinner before the concert.
Tim, go to Westport Social. You will definitely have a threesome. Is that right? That's from Maxwell Hung.
The guy suggesting Boston Market.
I used to hit Boston Market like 20 years ago.
I liked it.
Chicken and gravy.
Yeah.
In Westport Social, we have all those games in there.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of threesomes?
And shoot hoops and play bocce.
Tim, there's a McDonald's over there by the old Rams Park. They give away free shirts from your favorite radio program. Hurry, though. They don't have a bunch. That's Larry Thornton with a callback to the unfortunate incident that led to the termination of producer Joe in 2006.
Some French fries and gravy, sir.
So what do you do when you go, if you're going to go out to dinner? Do you have the Uber wait for you, or you just call another Uber to get from...
Yeah, just get another Uber. I guess you've never used Uber, obviously.
I've never used Uber.
Yeah.
So the Uber drops you off, go into the restaurante, pay the tab, then you order the next Uber, the Uber shows up, then I head to Hollywood Casino Amphitheater or the Hollywood Casino itself, and then take the shuttle over, or whatever we're going to do. So...
It sounds like a helicopter's the option.
And now I'm going to Olive and Oak, and I'm taking a helicopter, though.
Helo.
And now will you parachute out of the copter or go down on a rope?
Tom Cruise style?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise style, I would imagine.
Bungee jump, and then unfasten.
Then you come back up.
Well, eventually you stay at the bottom. Gravity being what it is.
Chuck Berry did that one year for... What was the big concert they used to have in St. Louis every year? At the riverfront?
Riverport? No.
VP Fair?
VP Fair. Yeah, he was... Too much traffic, so they helicopter him in, and they were chasing the helicopter away. Get out of here. And they found out it was Chuck Berry. Oh, come on, Mr. Berry. Come on, you can land here.
Tim, Westport Social is loaded with worldwide technology people that jacked up Iggy's rent $5 a month. That's from the Veiled Prophet.
Oh, no.
Well, more like $180 a month, but that's all right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, worldwide technology is right there.
And they're not working, so...
They're not working?
The ones that are in my complex I haven't seen work.
The other residents?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't they be driving into work?
I never see them leave.
But you're here.
They walk around on their phone all day.
But you're here. What if they left for work at like 7 in the morning? You'd never know it.
Well, I know the ones that live around me.
I know, but you're not there at 7 in the morning.
Well, then they have the same job I have. They leave when I'm here and they come back when I'm here.
Well, there's about a 3.5 hour window there where they could leave for work when you wouldn't know it.
I see them every day. They're not going
not
anywhere.
when you're here.
Again, so between 7 and 10, I don't see them. But I see them when I get home, so they got 3-hour jobs like I do.
Well, do you monitor when they come home?
I see them.
When you get home, you see them at 10:30 or 11?
Yes.
What are they doing?
Walking around on their phone.
Swinging deals on the phone, probably.
Standing by their apartment. I don't really care if they work or not.
No, I don't.
Doesn't matter to me.
As long as they have a decent mattress they can lend you.
Well, somebody's got mine now. That thing lasted about a day before that was gone from the dumpster.
Oh. The mattress that you deemed wasn't good enough for you, you threw away, and someone took it out of the dumpster.
Well, it was a big one.
Guys, is Hubbard invoicing Ken directly for that last cookie company plug? But, oh yay, another boss babe creating a cookie/candle/charcuterie company. That's from glove blogger Tom Traven, who wants to know about the invoicing system here.
Listen, Dick, if you don't...
Hey, come on now.
Like, if you don't like it, don't buy her cookies. I'm just giving a girl who's a sweetheart. She's got her own company. She's not going to spend money on any radio station. She's not... doesn't have that kind of money. She just tries to make a little bit of a living selling cookies.
She doesn't have to when she gets free ads here. Okay,
go buy a cookie from her.
That's it.
Jesus.
Our cookie sales probably skyrocketing now. Just like Dr. Biondo's office did with the rocket ships.
You mention companies all the time that aren't part of the station.
Mm-hmm. Doug David shot
You
that
already mentioned Long John Silver's and
He likes that.
Westport Social, Holy Manos, Olive and Oak, which is fine because we all go there.
Hubbard gets kickbacks when we eat there.
I mean, my God, how many?
Seems like a bit of NIMBY out in my backyard.
How many? What did you mention, Jackson? You mentioned another one out there.
Did I?
Yeah, you mentioned a couple of restaurants.
Oh, Charlie G. Those.
Yeah, I mean, so.
I didn't necessarily give the address out.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't either. I just gave.
A passionate plea to try these cookies from a listener.
I'm just doing her a favor because she's a sweetheart and.
And you think you might have a chance with her.
No, she's married with children and she's.
Never stopped.
Tim, that Texas Roadhouse by the Bass Pro just over the Blanchette Bridge has a glory hole in the third men's stall from the entry door. Just above it, someone drew a heart that says Doug Hart's Talty. Back to you, Steve. That's Alan Dadeville.
Okay.
There's two, a restaurant and a fishing place.
Yeah. I've been to that Bass Pro in St. Chuck.
Oh, so you did carve the hole?
No, there's no glory holes there. They don't exist.
I've been there many times. You ever been to the one in Springfield?
Yes.
Is that the mothership?
That's like a small city. You can get lost in that place very easily.
You can get lost at Pure Performance because that thing's a monster at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles, or you can visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com. 25,000 square foot facility which houses the largest showroom in the area where you can find anything and everything you might need to enhance your vehicle. It's Pure Performance. Go out there and ask for Shelby. At Pure Performance, you don't ever have to worry about paying for parts or services you don't need. When it comes to repairs, you can count on them to recommend only what your vehicle actually requires. After over 40 years of outfitting the best-dressed vehicles in the St. Louis and St. Charles area, you can trust that your prize investment is in great hands at Pure Performance. The experts at Pure Performance take great pride in the exceptional work that they do every day. They will take the time to talk with you and figure out your individual needs and wants for your vehicle to make sure they do right by each customer. That showroom is a huge place to check out for those of you who are vehicle enthusiasts. Go to pureperformance.com or see the showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles. Visit Pure Performance, PURperformance.com. Jackson, where can I wager
Circa Sports app.
Yeah.
Largest sports book will be right in the palm of your hand, available right now in the great state of Illinois. You make the short drive across the river if you live here in Missouri, or if you already live in Illinois. Sign up for the Circa Sports app. College football season right around the corner. Missouri kicks it off in 2 weeks exactly, Doug. A fortnight until Murray State comes to Columbia for a good old-fashioned thrashing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. If you like Missouri's chances this year,
fight Tiger.
We mentioned earlier, maybe you want to take the under on the win total because, who knows, 9.5 is a lot of wins. But maybe you can hedge it with the CFP. That's plus 200 if Missouri makes the CFP.
How much does Ben Griffin to win this tournament, you wonder?
Well, I don't have like the Circa app up on.
Oh, okay.
I have
Ben Griffin.
I write out.
You play for the
these,
Tigers?
So
Yes, he's tight end.
unfortunately, I can't.
He's 5 under through 11 holes, and on my team.
We were talking about Tiger football.
And then he was talking about something else. Odds.
Odds about the Tiger football
I thought he
team.
had it up, but it's not fair to Jackson to ask him what that is if he doesn't have the app.
It's all good, baby. It's all good. Now, Missouri to win the SEC championship is plus 2,000, and then to win the Natty as
What's the Natty?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 6,000.
Doug, why not just put a little taste on it? Just a little taste.
Why'd you rub your hands together?
Because he thinks that's a juicy play, getting 60 to 1 on your cash. What's Hottie Toddy? Do you know it?
I don't.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's probably around the same because, like I said earlier, I think they're really close contemporaries. That's kind of redundant, but either way, don't ad-lib. Stick to the script, boy. Stick to the script, boy. NFL futures. Maybe you like Patrick Mahomes to win the MVP. He's done it a couple times. Competition has that about 475. Other Illinois sports books. Circa has it at plus 600.
Unbelievable.
And then maybe my personal, who I think is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, give me Jaden Daniels. We saw him last year with LSU. Competition, other Illinois sportsbook have him at plus 550. Non-Circa, plus 700. You're already making more money on your futures bets when you're using the Circa Sports app. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
There it is. And finally, to our friends of the Feather, wrap up your evening following the Cardinals and Dodgers this weekend at Ted Drew's. Oh, Doug, a St. Louis summer treat with the family.
That'd be fabulous.
The kids are heading back to school, and why don't we send them off with Ted Drew's and a Cardinals sweep of the boys in blue.
Does anything make you any happier than walking up to Ted Drew's and ordering a big concrete? It's just fabulous.
It's got your dopamine. It's just a dopamine festival, isn't it?
Gosh, yeah.
And you get the new one they got for 2024, the Lewis and Clark Trail Mix. That's Ted's delicious vanilla frozen custard, blended with clusters of granola, almonds, pecans, Reese's peanut butter cups, and pretzels. And then the City Red. That's Ted's delicious vanilla frozen custard, blended with maraschino cherries, coconut flakes, and Dad's Scotch oatmeal cookies. Served as a concrete or as a sundae. Cardinal Sin, Lemon Crumb, the Dutchman. So many great concretes and sundaes at Ted Drew's, both on Chippewa and South Grand. They have the gift shop right across the parking lot to the east on Chippewa. It's all there for you, and it is delicious. And the forecast after today, glorious. Glorious. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we had the Meet the Teachers thing last night for my older son, and I'm going, God, the times we've been to this thing before, it's hotter than the fires of hell. And it's like everybody's just hanging out because the weather's so perfect. It's wonderful. Celebrate the great weather. Celebrate summer with Ted Drew's frozen custard on South Grand and Chippewa. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9:51 in St. Louis. For those of you listening live, that means it's time for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. Well, JV golf coach won the first 3 for the month of August, and then just kind of resting on his laurels a little bit. I don't know. JV golf coach back today, though. However, we're going to lead off with this one. What goes up must come down, unless you're Tim McKernan, because he was a skyrocket of knowledge in flight this morning. But this email is about cheating, because after yesterday, I know what that's all about. Sunset Hills Dog Park. He was like, hey, buddy, with those 5 dogs, I bet you know something about packing. And then pulled down his khakis and bent over. I sauntered on over when his dog started to growl at me. He said, Dora, Daddy's going to have some sex.
Oh.
He looked in my eyes and said, as you can see, I like discipline, and now I'm going to discipline you. I was immediately bitten by the love bug. And by bitten, I mean he started nibbling on my boys down there.
Oh.
That's from Betty Drillsum.
Betty Drillsum.
Hey, fellow cucks.
New.
Here are some things I liked about the show. First, we spent some time talking about Tim. That was great. Even if it was about a guy making himself one with the office chair. You like that, making himself one with the office chair? I like that term.
Real fusion.
Well, Tim was occupied. Next, it was great that Jackson finally got held accountable for these Google ads. I love that the texters let him have it. It's great when Google, who owns YouTube, has a platform that enables them to make money off other people's work, and how they do that is selling ads when and how they see fit, regardless of what the content producer says. I love the Blippy content. And almost on cue, Iggy interrupts whatever conversation, ad read, or other content the show is providing. Now, here's what I didn't like. Iggy was too quiet today. I hate when his dauber's down. He'll say I was just being quiet and letting other people talk. I also didn't like that Doug kept his top on all show. I paid for nips, and that's what I want to see.
Oh.
I also don't like that we can't tell if it was Marmole's decision to sit Walker or if Moe's meat mitts up his rectum.
Oh.
Damn near killed him. Pause. Sorry. Had to stop listening to the show for an hour, but then I came back. This jerk kept trying to die on this operating table. I told him to keep it down so I could listen, but he was being rude and kept flatlining. Gotta go. Thanks from Temporarily Taters.
Temporarily Taters. Clearly a physician.
And he's new?
He's new.
I've been Randy before. Oh, sure I have. But never in my life have I been this revved up. You see, I'm enjoying the summer in Harbor Springs while my doughboy husband with a lap pinky is jailed up back in our Ladue pool house. Sure, the wine spritzers are strong and our bridge games get a little out of hand, but I've come to realize there's a little more in life than lip injections, double-ended dillies, in my... Jackson, how do you pronounce this? Moke car. What's that?
It's the car in that picture. I guess they're becoming popular. They kind of look like fancy golf carts. I don't get it. I don't know they're street legal.
Yeah, my husband is really large and hung like a tack, but he's got deep pockets. I'm entertaining a couple of ideas. Number one, I need that man whacked.
Oh.
If he's gone, life will be easier for me and all the TMA producing staff. Number two, I need a man hung like a Pringles can fresh out of university who wants to run the books on a very lucrative monogramming business. If you fit either of these criteria, please give me a buzz. What a summer it's been. Only a few more short weeks and I'll be back to riding around Ladue. That's from the self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom. And then her signature is the city of Ladue city logo along with Harbor Springs, Michigan.
I did just find that picture on the Moke America Orlando website.
No! But I feel so damn vindicated that that's around Gainesville, if that's from Orlando.
Yep.
I feel so
That's a huge win for you.
I feel great.
Self-made, stay-at-home, Ladue mom.
Said you're going to Oktoberfest.
No. Doug has always been my daddy. I know Cap loved the man. So his actions yesterday and the email of the day left me hurt and flat-out gobsmacked. I wrote a heartfelt email about how I got lackluster handplay at Francis Park, and the man who I know in my heart loves me voted against me. The casserole with glasses? Well, his vote doesn't carry much weight. But you, Doug, you are the guidepost for this day. To say I'm sad's an understatement. Even though I'm a wreck right now, I'm still hard. Real hard. So in closing, I ask for a recount of yesterday's vote. This time with you and the White Knight of Maryland Heights voting last. I humbly beseech thee, Fupa Doncic.
Fupa Doncic.
Casserole with glasses.
I kind of like that.
That's a new one.
Well, Tim, it was nice knowing you. Don't shoot the messenger, but according to several ongoing conspiracies on the TMA subreddit page, TMA is officially ending in 2025. 2025? Not 2024?
Right around the
2025? 25 or the...
Chairman Kern, I feel like you're the only one who kind of has your eyes on the TMA Reddit.
Start of 25.
Start of 25. What am I doing?
Keep reading.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is in the email. Theories state that Tim will move to Florida, but he will not be able to retire due to his crippling gambling debts. The fun doesn't stop there, though. Others voiced their distaste for Stupiracy, with one angry incel proclaiming that it's the worst podcast in the history of the internet. May I submit a little sponsored audio treat called Pepper and Genie, which generated a whopping $0 of ad revenue. Sometimes Pepper and Genie's painfully extended intro was longer than the actual show. Other Redditors are calling for Larry Nichols' wrestling recap to end. Bullcrap. How else am I supposed to keep up with Grey's Anatomy? One Reddit user wrote, I'm convinced that Ed Herman is Iggy's long-lost brother. which explains why he was so interested in the DNA test results. Another triple-chinned mouth breather was miffed that Hubbard gave Iggy tickets to see Green Day because Ken always gets his way. I'm happy for him, though. I can't wait to read the police blotter tomorrow and hear how an old man in a fancy Kohl's turtleneck stormed the stage and tried to make out with Billy Joe Armstrong, only to be bailed out of jail by a former teacher turned porn star wearing a leather Catwoman costume. Have fun tonight, boys. Doug, that's the JV golf coach.
Nice little email. JV golf coach.
And finally, Sadie Hawkins, Doug, the Cardinals got swept as Jordan Walker wasn't in the starting lineup for the second game in a row as the Cardinals continue to find new ways to alienate their fans. Meanwhile, the manager, who was fired over philosophical differences despite winning 90 games in each of the 2 full seasons he managed the club, has managed the Padres to a scorching 19-4 record since the All-Star break. Iggy won't be much good to us, says he's nervous about getting rained on next to Larry Doby in their uncovered 200-level seats tonight at Riverport. But I think the lead is that Tim just realized that he sat on a gentleman's man-ass sweat as he continued to use an office chair after said other gentleman he did not know pleasured himself in it bare-ass naked, having retrieved it from another room and rolled down the hardwood floors when Tim was just trying to focus on the lesbianism going on in his bed. Can't wait to hear that retrospective interview on Balloon Party. I'm sure the 101 listeners will love it. Speaking of Tim's homosexual adjacent interactions with men he didn't know very many years ago, this was not the gentleman who multiple times put his hand on the small of his back. Glad we got that straightened out. We should get him on too and see if he wants to take up Uncle Cucker's offer to tickle the back of his neck with his womb broom.
Oh, gosh.
Doug, that's Buck Swope.
Buck Swope with a fine email this morning.
And that's what we have for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day.
Well, I'm not sure today. I do feel kind of bad that Fupa Doncic was crestfallen that he didn't win yesterday, and he could have. And it was as good as any today. So today I'll vote for Fupa Doncic.
I like people that when they run out of things to call me, they make up stuff that I find funny. Who said
casserole with
casserole? Glasses with casserole?
That was Fupa Doncic.
Oh, I'm going to go with Fupa Jonte.
Congratulations.
Fupa Jonte.
Jonte Porter, Fupa Doncic. Congratulations. Was that the second or third win for Fupa Doncic?
That's the second win.
Second win. Yeah,
second win for old number 77.
Congratulations. Wow, it's getting tight here. Buck Swope is one back, a JV golf coach, and Fupa Doncic is one back as well, and Jonte Porter as well. Doug, Jackson and I are going to go down the hallway. We're going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you'll get through.
Don't worry about it. As we get ready to wrap up TMA here, and what do we have, 4 months and a week, I guess, week or two left of TMA.
Enjoy Florida, buddy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did move.
Jupiter area?
Jupiter area, yeah. Got a place. About 8.3 million, 8.29.
That's a good deal.
Sports betting legal down there? I don't want to see you spiral out of control.
I know. I'm concerned, but my dad, as always, bailed me out.
Mm.
And
he bought the place too.
And he bought the place too.
Certainly the parking lot.
Yeah. So So we're moving, and TMA will end in December.
Okay.
But I guess in 2025. So we're going to do it again.
Yeah, we'll come back for a day or two, and then
even though my contract's up at the end of this year, I guess I'm signing a 1 year. That's what I'm going to do. So there it is. Outed yet again. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, Jackson and I will deal with it. We'll be fine. We're going down the hallway, and I know they're not happy. But Jackson's going to lead us through with a Thursday throwdown?
More or less. Maybe the Cardinals can sign you to be the first baseman next year.
Ooh.
That's why you'll leave.
You see a lot of tiny little first basemen, don't
Greg
you?
Jeffries is the only one
Little
that comes
Elvis,
to mind.
they call them.
Yeah.
Balloon Party coming up. Switch your YouTube over and enjoy the fun and games. Talk it over with Don Pepe and John Scores and I Hate Paper Straws and your mom's boyfriend. They're all in there talking it over on Balloon Party. For Jackson Burkett, Chairman Kurt, Kenneth Iggy Strode, my brother Kevin, Douglas Sullivan, Vaughn, up to McKernan. This is Ben, the morning after, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
Man, TMA likes to talk about golf.
The guy had barely put the flag back in, and I hit my wedge.
Incessant golf chatter.
And, of course, the green is protected by bunkers.
Golf, 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 golf.
We can 1-2 putt.